Did we get repaired from last week?
Yeah, everybody got repaired.
I'm not repaired on the inside.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem. No, everybody got
Someone
repaired.
just
And all the mechs have been cleaned out so they don't show up as radioactive. Rod.
Yeah, what's up?
I wonder why the mechs would be radioactive.
They aren't. Anybody who says they are needs to be
disappointed.
Educated on why they're not in an enclosed, soundproofed room.
Alright, so I don't know where Vorgath is. Is he down in the Vorgath?
Good
Fell
evening,
asleep.
everybody,
I
this
don't know.
morning.
Hey guys,
Howdy, howdy.
there's JP. So we got almost everybody.
I'm thinking with our numbers, we should just hop up and get into knife fighting range.
Well,
I'm down.
I'm down with knife fight.
Yeah, but you're always down with knife fighting range.
Yeah, because that's
Did
the
we have
best
experience
range.
this guy?
Well, yes, we're gonna do experience here before we start. Let me get let me finish typing up things for the stream.
Because I know what I want. Speaking of knife fighting.
What are you getting?
Natural aptitude pilot.
Yeah.
What?
So he quits falling down so much.
Natural aptitude pilot. Because pilot checks are A, useful to keep you alive, and B, useful to kill people.
And he tends to have a lot of piloting checks with all the shit that he does. You know what I just realized? I already started building the game map before doing the experience and stuff. And so I would have to... That's okay, I'll just stop all this. We'll do the experience because we're still waiting on Vorgath. So we'll close out of the game map. And we'll just do personnel. All right, let's see here. So, yeah.
That's a movie line.
Let's get also for those of you. Hey, Shadow Wolf, we are live now. Shadow Wolf is here. Feel free to hop on Discord if you want. All right, so everybody should be uninjured. I think so. All right, so Cawthon.
Well, if there's an experience for how many times you miss your shots, I should get a butt ton of everything.
Yes. On game system.
Yeah, so we're gonna edit. So Cawthon, what would you like to get better at? How would you like to be improving?
I don't know. What are my options?
So you got two things. As far as spending experience points, you can like improve your piloting. You can you can start improving some of your skills. Like hopping jack will let you do a little bit better when you're jumping. Melee specialist, multitasker. So you can spend your experience points, and then you'll also give everybody like one big improvement to whatever they want for surviving this far. So basically, what do you want to get better at? What do you want your...
Well, it depends on, are we going to change my mech at all, or am I going to keep doing this mech? Because if I was going to keep doing this mech, I would want to either do something that makes me more likely to hit, or less heat. Or if I was going to be able to get a melee weapon, I'd want to go full on into that, you know?
Yeah. I haven't had a chance to really work on mechs. I've been a little bit pressed for time. So let's have you stay in your current mech for tonight, and then we'll do.
Cool.
Because after the shopping trip, you guys will be able to have a bunch of stuff to build out better mechs and make improvements. So you just want to be like better at. Now, do you jump a lot in your mech?
I do.
Okay. So. So we'll spend your experience on hopping jack, and then let's go make you a better gunner. Let's see here, edit. Unless you want, we get you natural aptitude gun. Do we? Where is it? You already have natural aptitude gunnery, so we're just gonna make you better at shooting. There you go. So you should be quite a bit better at hitting now. All right, then Mad Dog. Let's see here. What are you wanting to?
Natural aptitude pilot, natural aptitude gunnery.
So we can improve your. You got the experience to improve your piloting, and then as far as the special thing, what would you prefer? Natural aptitude piloting or natural aptitude gunnery?
You just give me a flat improvement to my pilot.
Yeah, so basically, so the game automatically awards experience points each session whenever you get kills, whenever and then whenever you get like critical successes or critical failures or however it calculates it. So, so spend the experience points. That I'll give you guys like one cool boost.
Let's do the natural aptitude pilot then.
Okay, let's see here. Where is it?
I can really read
Natural
that.
aptitude piloting. There we go.
I can't read it either.
So that'll make a. All right.
Almost like I do. Laptop.
That's not a you thing. That's an everyone thing.
Yeah.
Well, my laptop is a way smaller screen than my TV. Lay down, you beggar. No, you can't have my cookie. You're such a beggar. You're a beggar dog. Ash, get down.
All right. Let's see here. Solar Kraken. Let's see. I don't know how much experience do you have?
Not enough for ship, probably.
Not enough for ship. You still get a special thing. So, what do you want to get better at? Probably better at hitting things.
Shooting yet.
Let's see here. You natural aptitude. Gunnery. There we go. And then Mike's not here. We'll just. All right, Jen. What would you?
Oh no.
Oh, good.
I'm just trying to open up this book. I don't know. What do you think? Do you have any ideas?
I am
Natural
not.
aptitude gunnery, natural aptitude pilot.
What?
Let's see here. What do we? I mean, natural aptitude gunnery make you a better shot. She's already got natural aptitude piloting.
Are there specializations? Can you spend experience on those?
For some of the special skills, but I'm not. But I mean, she's already pretty skilled.
Okay, so there's not
Is there a skill at committing war crimes?
I mean,
I never do that.
you can get a weapon specialization. That was a range master. Oh yeah. Yeah, probably natural aptitude gunnery will make a big difference. Let's see here.
Oh,
Whoops.
that's the only idea I had.
Um,
The others.
Because you already have a lot of
The movement pilot stuff.
yeah. I'm not sure what Eagle Eyes does.
Where do you get, like, when you see all that? Where do you get that?
So
What do
in the section
yeah.
that lets you spend experience points, let's see what it here, what does Eagle Eyes do? Extends range of existing active probe. So it makes avoiding minefields easier. Basically, it adds more like scouting stuff. So I mean, that basically give you guys, so you can spend your experience on that and have more more advantageous setups and stuff.
Well, if it helps us avoid booby traps, that might be worth.
Yeah, probably it'll give you more heads up on things.
Or situational awareness.
So we'll do that, and let's see what else there. Go spend some on strategy. Maybe I think that'll probably help your initiative. Help your initiative more. All right, JP. Well, JP doesn't have a lot of experience. I think he spent a lot of it on stuff already.
Bob, how do we find this list you're looking at?
It's just in the game itself. It's just in the.
Yes, but we would like to walk this through
So
the clicks that are necessary.
So if you look at my screen, and I'm sharing it on Discord also, so you can see it in real time. You can. I'm going here into GM mode, and we can go edit. And here's like the character, essentially the character sheet.
That's really small.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know if you're understanding, but we're wanting to be able to look. I have the game open on in a separate tab.
Oh, so if
I would like to look at.
Okay, so if you right click on personnel, if you go to personnel tab and you right click on one of the characters, and then go down to GM mode and then edit, and that's how you can edit all the stuff. What do you want to get better at, JP?
Well, I would like to get better at gunnery, and I would also but I'll spend XP on that, and then for the natural aptitude gunnery.
All right, boop, natural aptitude gunnery, and then hit OK. There you go. And then Vorgath. I don't know where Vorgath is. I'll wait just a little bit longer on him.
You too. Death dog. And that for you, death dog. For my death doggy. For you, death dog.
Let's see. I haven't actually spent any of my experience points like ever. Alright. And then for my special thing, jumping jack. All right, let me go save this. I don't know where Vorgath is yet. Don't really want to go spend his stuff without him being here, but
That's crazy.
but I can always spend his stuff and then just change it later if he has. I'm gonna go call him real quick. Let's go call Vorgath, see where's, because usually he should be here. I don't think he works tonight.
I thought he was on when I got on. But,
Yeah, let's see if he answers his phone.
he just logged in.
There he is. Okay. Yeah. All right. It's that Canadian time change difference. His moose reset his clocks and he didn't know what time it was. Vorgath, what do you want to get better at? Oh, Vorgath. He's probably still getting his headset sorted
Vorgath
out.
said he wants you to have it. Didn't you hear him? I heard him specifically say that.
He wants you to have his experience?
Yeah.
So you can murder more things for him?
That's what I heard too.
Yeah.
He wants me to be able to really take more ammo, have more ammo hits.
So. Well, he logged on. I should have asked him while he was on the phone what he wanted to spend his experience on.
Question.
Oh, there he is. I heard a bit of a Vorgath.
Or something, yeah.
It doesn't say his mic's muted. He's just very non-talkative.
It's broken.
When am I ever talkative?
There you are. What do you want to get better at, Vorgath? Before our next...
Heat management, I think, right now.
Well, heat management, that's going to come down to... You guys are going to be raiding a Comstar base to help with the double heatsink stuff. So it's going to... I guess...
The targeting.
Because I guess... and piloting... So piloting also helps with not shutting down. And you want to get better at shooting? Let's see here. So we got... He's already got the natural aptitude gunnery. You go with the jumping jack to make it easier, so you have fewer penalties when you're jumping, or we can just improve your gunnery overall. We'll just probably improve your gun, because you mostly just stand there and blast things, right?
Yeah.
All right. There you go. So you're now going to be an amazing shot.
Can someone DM me the server address? Apparently, I have deleted it.
Uh-oh. Womp womp. Okay, so that's all deployed.
Has someone got that form, or should I do it?
You should probably do it. All right, so let's go make the game. It's gonna be port 9999. Hey, Mitchell. We are not looting because it's Comstar. We are not rioting. We are not looting. It's just a morally dubious shopping trip. Mitchell,
And the owner is a little possessive.
Yeah, Mitchell says that morally dubious shopping trip sounds a lot like Los Angeles speak for looting.
No Los Angeles person would call that.
Yeah, I'm not saying that this is inspired by real life events. I already had this game planned before Real life events are paralleling my game session. I am not paralleling real life events. I came up with this game session first.
Yeah. Besides, it's only proper since they came visit our house that we go visit their house.
That's right. We are returning their favor.
And it's also a shopping trip.
And it's a shopping trip. All right, so let's go. So Comstar.
They have silver spoons and our pockets are empty.
Is going to be on team 2. And they have to start in the center. And the Capellans. Everybody can join the game, by the way. Capellans
Besides, we're strategically into alternate locations.
Don't forget to set if I fall asleep.
That apparently that doesn't. I don't think that actually helps that much. It just gives you 5 minutes on the in game. I don't think it'll do it for the clicking done.
They take all the fun out of it.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Sorry.
do my best. I'm still in Camp Fog.
That's okay. All right. So.
Their phone number, Bob. Just call her phone, fall asleep. Wake up.
I just gotta remember to turn off my silent, because my phone goes silent after like 9:30. That's why I didn't hear it last one time when he tried to call or text. Something.
That's all good.
Yep.
Let's see what is
On.
this one here. Here we go. This is a good Orion. Hey, how's it going?
Good.
So, Comstar. Alright, so we got the Comstar mechs. And these guys are going to be not as good as the previous people. But they're going to be very good.
Oh.
Alright. And then we have their Capellan buddies. Oh, I also need to set up the game map. Let's do that real quick before I forget. Let's do this a 50 by 50. And generated map settings. We want 30% city with a bunch of water. And
Oh, that's
Stupid game.
let's see how this came out. Is this going to be... That is not correct. No. Alright, so let's go try that again.
Hey! Ripley gone.
That looks much better. Okay.
just kidding.
Yeah, that looks much better. Alright, so let's go back to... Let's see, on the Capellans...
Oh crap! 12 advantage. What?
Huh?
What was that?
Means
So we got those guys. And...
Big war gas.
Yes.
What was that color palette that you told me last week?
That I use. What was it? No, I have to find it again.
Let's see here. We have. That's about 20.
Merc's Fist of Taurus. I'm using number 3.
What was it? Kind of broke up a little bit.
Merc's Fist of Taurus.
That's right.
Let's see here. We need some. Where's that thing that I'm looking for?
It's right there.
No, it's. Where are you?
No, not there. There. Just kidding. I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
Thank you, Borga.
There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Right there. And then I need a. Alright, so that should do it for that. And then, oh, I need to add one more bot. We have loot trucks. Whoops. Bot settings. Let's see here. Behavior. Trying to get these guys to. So let's put, yeah, that's a good color for them. All right, so these guys are on team 1, and we need to add a combat unit. Let's see here. I need heavier.
Come on, Amazon.
Let's see here. Got those, and we need. Where's the recovery vehicle? See. All right. Couple of big old Detroit loot trucks. All right. So we got these guys. I think this should probably be. Oh, we need a Capellan Commander. these guys. And we need good old Atlas D. There we go. That should... This might be a little too hard. But,
No such thing.
But high risk, high reward. All right.
That's right.
So,
I've
all right.
always my game. If I make the adventure a little too hard, that it's just barely enough to challenge.
Yeah. So, here is the scenario. So you guys are going to be going on a morally dubious shopping trip in a Capellan city that has a Comstar base in it, and the base has lots of loot. And you guys have an some inside knowledge that you can use these underground tunnels to come out into the middle of the city and surprise them if you want, or you can approach from the edge. And what Jen's scouting reveals is that if you have a couple of light units kind of on the outside to lure the baddies away from the center of the city, then you could probably have your main force jump out on turn 2 or 3 out of the secret tunnels under the city, out of the sewer system, basically, and maybe be able to jump the Comstar guys by surprise.
I like that plan.
Okay.
I'm excited to be part of that plan.
Yeah, I wanna jump them.
All right, so
For role play purposes, on the jump ship or drop ship trip here, all of our mechs and vehicles have been repainted, and they now bear a logo of a warthog with a machine gun in its front paws and 2 Pegasus wings. And the name of the fake name of the unit is now the Winged Warthogs.
okay. So
All right then.
So who wants to... So basically, who wants to be the outside skirmishers and who wants to jump out of the middle? Probably all the big mechs want to jump out of the middle, I'm guessing.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Okay.
I, of course, will join Jen in the sneaky part of running about the city and being visible.
Okay, so, so basically, so anybody who wants to start... Anybody who wants to be the diversion, set your deployment to edge, and anybody who wants to be part of the surprise butt sex, set your deployment to center.
How do you do that?
Done.
If you click on change start,
The player setup section next to your, where you pick your color in your team.
Oh,
Under
there
where
it
you
is.
pick your team.
yeah.
Oh god, my computer's going stupid, but I'll wait till the game starts.
Okay. And then I think just for convenience sake, I'm going to turn off the double blind because even though you don't have any sort of satellite coverage because of Jen's new scouting abilities, you guys don't have to worry. You guys know where the baddies are, so you don't have to worry about surprises because Jen's a better scout now. All right, so let's see. So Solar Kraken, you're going to come out before round 3. So let's see. And then Mad Dog is going to be before round 3. Let's see, who else? Oops. So Rod be before round 3. Let's see here. So we got Rod, we got Mad Dog, we got Solar Kraken. So Vorgath's gonna be on the edge. Who's gonna be running Mike? Let's see. So
I can do it. If no one else wants to.
well, it should be somebody. It should be probably like Mad Dog or somebody who's coming out of the center. So Rod is running Rod's mech, and Cawthon is running. Where did Cawthon go? Is he not in the game? Cawthon, did you join? Are you in the? Did you join the battle? Did we lose Cawthon?
He's here. He's just not talking.
Let me go call him real quick and see what's up, because I think he's not on. I don't hear him. Unless he has like dinner aggro.
What's up?
Bob's trying to figure out something about your character. I'm not sure what.
No, I'm trying to figure out what happened to Cawthon. I don't know what happened. Yeah, because he sent me a message that the PC's being goofy and he has to restart it again. So I'm going to wait to assign Cawthon's mech to him until after, because I don't see him on MegaMek. So I'm going to put, so Matt, I'm going to have you run Mr. Snuggles for Mike. Is that cool?
Sounds great.
All right, boop. And then Vorgath is running Vorgath. Boop. We got JP is running JP. Boop. And Jen is running Jen. Boop. Do you guys want me to jump out of the middle with you guys, or do you want me to be a distraction on the edge?
You do what you want to do.
I'm good either way. Matt, what would you prefer?
How speedy are you, and how many do we have in each place?
I'm kind of in the middle. I'm about as speedy as Mad Dog.
I think you should be in the middle. But
Be in the middle? Okay.
unless you are 696, I don't think you should be on the edge.
Okay. What do you think? What do you think about? Because Solomon has the PPC and the he's got kind of the longer range. So Vorgath, do you want to run? Do you want to run Solomon, or do you want me to run Solomon? I
can run Solomon.
All right. Let's have Vorgath run that. All right. So I'm going to deploy before round 3. And I am going to start in the center. All right. So now we just need to figure out what happened to Cawthon. Otherwise, I can just run Cawthon, and he can tell me what to do when he gets back.
That may be the best.
Because I think he's having computer problems. Because I see him on Discord, but I don't. But that could just be his phone. So. All right. So. And then, the loot trucks. The loot trucks, where are you guys? The loot trucks are starting from the south. And these guys are showing up on... At what point do you want the loot trucks to show up? Probably later in the
Before
game.
round 9. Yeah, before round 9.
You can have them out as far as like round 6. So you want
round 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the longer the better. Less chance of them getting blown up.
Okay.
Can they use the tunnels?
No. No, they're
Well, I mean, they could. They just can't get up.
yeah, they just get stuck.
That's a no good.
Those Detroit salvage tanks look suspiciously like an artillery tank that somebody had before.
No, these are not.
I don't know what you're talking about. We never had artillery. That's a crazy statement.
Just hypothetically speaking, mind you, if one were to contemplate using a nuclear warhead, I think Comstar would be a worthy target.
Well, there's thoughts.
I feel like Capellans are a more worthy target than Comstar.
This is true.
All right. So I guess I'll.
And their
Comstar
loot
gets
is
all invented whenever people put nukes on them.
All right. So I guess
their
I'm gonna.
loot's going to be better than Capellans.
All right. I
No
guess.
problem with Space 18. Oh, sorry.
I say I
Sorry,
guess
Bob.
at this point I'll go ahead and just start since it's already 7:30, and if Cawthon makes it back in, then he can tell me what to do with his character, and I'll just run his in the meantime.
Yep.
So, all right. So, double check, make sure everybody has their correct mech. I think they do.
Yep, I'm good.
All right.
Mhm.
All right. So
Clicking done.
yeah. Jen, you want to set your deployment to edge.
Maybe I don't want to be on the edge.
I know.
I thought you liked living on the edge.
Right?
As point.
Yeah, so do your change start to edge. Yeah, this time you're being a distraction. Okay. Alright, so everybody hit done, and here we go.
Then she's standing up on her mech with her t-shirt off, waving at the Capellans. Here I am.
Oh, damn. I got a great, I got great second to last.
Right.
Well, hopefully she's at least wearing her coolant jacket.
I mean, you never know. Jen's turn to deploy. So the whole idea is you want to keep them as far away from the center as possible, because the Comstar guys have to deploy in the center, and the plan is we want the party to come out behind the Comstar. I forgot to give the Comstar guys turrets. We'll just say that you guys disabled the turrets, because I don't want to redo the whole game session to give them turrets.
Wait, I'm not the
Our hackers have been
turn me around.
Not being stupid on me.
I am utterly amazed at how many leaves rain gutters managed to collect. I vacuumed
All of
those
them.
things out back in January and just did it again and still managed
I
to
blame
fill
the
up
hedgehog.
15
JP's
gallon
turn to
shot
deploy.
vac.
totally blaming the hedgehog.
I mean, people say they're rain gutters. Technically, they're leaf collectors. That's what they are.
Yeah.
Can't you get the ones now that like push the leaves over and let the water through?
Yeah, they have
Well,
these
people
like
in
mesh.
Africa-
They have these mesh top rain gutters that I've seen advertised on the internet.
They don't do fuck all.
They
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
They don't
I
work.
tried putting some of those on, like the plastic ones were supposedly snap into place,
Uh-huh.
and a few months later they were still overflowing. It crawled up there, and the leaves had collected on top of them, and between the weight of the leaves and the sun and like it, they had just collapsed and fell down inside the gutters.
Well, that's disappointing.
So when the salespeople for Leaf Guard caught me when I made a trip to Lowe's the other day, I just said, no, thank you very much.
Vorgast's turn to deploy. I don't know if you want to deploy up at the top where everybody's trying to get you, or if you want to deploy further down, because the loot trucks are going to be driving in from the south.
Let's see.
I feel like being up in the northwest corner is not a bad idea. You'll be able to kill those few mechs fairly quickly.
That is true.
And you'll draw them initially away from our loot guys.
That is true. And the loot guys are not pussies.
Yeah, but I don't think they can survive sustained fire.
No, they are not designed for that. Much like some of these bridges,
I'm gonna kill a tank as soon as I get the fire.
some of these bridges are not designed for sustained fire, or for. None of the bridges are designed for Rod to step on them, or Solar Kraken.
I have never planned on walking on any bridges. I think we've only ever encountered one bridge that could hold the Atlas. One.
Confident about that.
And it wasn't even like the whole bridge. It was like a segment.
Yeah.
Everyone click done.
Including JP. So that Atlas there is the commander of the Comstar or the Capellan forces, and then the Behemoth up to the east, kind of northeastish in the by the woods there. That's the commander of the Capellan tank forces.
Now, when you say behemoth,
It's this tank.
Tank.
It's a big ass tank. And then.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. One of the Comstar Orions is booking it out of the city. And then, of course, the Comstar Orions are very good.
SLDF, yeah.
Yeah. These are the Karinsky variants. You're not sure where they got their hands on them, but, you know.
I see
Oh,
3. Are there supposed to be 4?
Yeah,
Comstar has all that.
One of them's up north and somehow just booked it up north.
He's up there by the Atlas, yeah.
Yeah, he's hanging out with the Atlas. They're having lunch together before the mission started, apparently.
Well, they have double heat sinks, Gauss rifles, snub-nosed PPCs, SERM 4s, and medium lasers.
Yep.
Case, Artemis, ferrofibrous, double heat sinks.
Yeah.
SLDF. Yep.
They also have double heat sinks.
Yep. And apparently Comstar has a bunch of their like repair supplies and stuff in one of these buildings. You're not sure yet.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the big one.
Probably.
Or yes,
We don't have them figured out.
Yeah, basically all the when Kerensky left, everybody that stayed behind basically became Comstar.
Yeah.
You can see what I'm about to do.
Also known as Space AT&T.
Yeah. We
That is
them off. We're not
that
gonna
is
have
an
a
unfortunate javelin.
Did that javelin really just move there?
Yes, he did. I mean, he moved first, and then Vorgath decided to fat boy sandwich him.
Amazing.
Yeah. Jen's turn to move.
Now, if they're
they're the ones that fall.
If they're gray,
they've already moved.
They've moved.
Okay.
I would recommend focus on your survivability.
They've all moved.
Yeah, they've all moved. Yeah, focus on your survivability because you're primarily just a distraction. But if you can get shots off, and then be wary of down below you. That white dude is the Orion. He's going to be really good. And that red dude, the Atlas there, he's also going to be really good.
Oh, I was going to jump straight across to that, on the other side of that javelin. Whoever put that note thing. It's up a level?
Yeah.
That would safest.
1, 2, 3, 4. I would try to move 5 or 6 so you get the movement bonus. Because those two guys are going to be really good shots.
Which is exactly why you don't want to jump, into the open directly behind the javelin, which is he's bait.
Yeah, down.
If you go to 1807, you'll have trees between you and them. You'll be down a level. You won't be able to melee him, but you'll be able to light him up.
2.
That second mark would give you a 6 jump.
Yeah, 1807 looks pretty good. I mean, or even if you go 1806, that'll still be moving 5, so you'll get the movement modifier, and you'll be in shorter range for your medium lasers. But those would be yeah, 1806 or 1807 is probably good.
But 1807 is in.
Yeah, but you've got a lot of trees between you and the bad guys. And so, like, 3 value of trees between you and the bad guys is as good as standing in a tree.
Yeah. Or jump into the tree somewhere.
Doesn't 3 values of
1, 2, 3,
sight?
4.
Yeah,
just
blocks line of sight.
Yeah, just make sure that you're moving a lot. Because the rest of us are still marching through the tunnels. And unlike when the Russians marched through the oil pipelines to surprise the Ukrainians, we have built-in oxygen, so we're not going to suffocate in the tunnels.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Yes, but you know that there's got to be some guy ignoring a mag sensor right now.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
We probably just messed up somebody's house, walking underneath it.
Dun 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 dun.
Vorgath. There we go.
They were able to shoot you.
Yeah.
They should have hard to hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need like 12s, and Gauss rifle needs an 8. Fuck. And the other guy needs 11s. Alright, JP's turn to fire.
I am sussing it out.
If I get hit, I'm just gonna say I should have gone with the. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, well. Because soon the main force will jump out and gank those 3 Orions that are staying in the city. That'll really surprise them. Probably should have had everybody come out before turn 2 instead of turn 3, but...
Yeah.
It will be mystical.
Well, that's okay, because I also forgot the defense, the 8 surprise defense turrets. So,
Let's see. Let's back up a little bit here.
Or at least you think you did.
No, I did. I actually really did. 11s.
That's not the
12s.
fun answer, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you guys could read on the deployment, what enemy units there were, so you'd know if I was lying. I can't. It's not like when I'm running a D&D game, I can be like, I don't remember how many bad guys there are. I don't remember what this red button on the floor does that says "Don't touch me." You know, in all these years of running games, I have never once had somebody not push the red button on the floor that says "Don't touch me." Of course, the Gauss rifle hit, but it's a glancing blow, so it's not that bad. Everything else seems to miss.
7 damage.
Yeah.
7 damage,
Um,
That's gonna hurt. That's gonna leave a mark.
And it will. The javelin that's getting sandwiched got hurt a little bit. She's getting hurt kind of a lot. Oh, yep. Javelin's dead. And then JP is shooting up a vehicle and destroyed that. And Jen got a critical hit on the javelin's hip, and it fall down. All right.
They either explode or fall down. That's so funny.
This is why I love putting in these javelins for just like, potato chip capellans, because they're very splody. They're more fun than the medium late. Well, no, because I have to put in some bad guys that are tough to give you a challenge, and then I have to put in some potato chip bad guys for you guys to just, just experience point farm, so you can go baby seal clubbing. Yeah. And I think that's one of the important things of running a game is you want to have something that's going to be a challenge and something that's just going to be kind of fun for the players to stomp.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it just on my end, or does Bob sound like a bad Terminator right now?
I don't know. Why do I sound like a bad Terminator?
That's just on your end.
Okay,
It
so
sounds
everybody,
fine to me.
everybody else can hear me fine. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah. Potato chip capellans. You can't eat just one.
All right. So turn 2.
They begin their swarming ways.
Yeah.
Here they come.
Jen, I would get the frig out of there.
The very risky fight to the death begins.
Oh, there's an Orion. Crap.
Yeah, that Orion is the one that hit you with the Gauss rifle. He's very good.
Well, both the javelins kind of just.
Yeah, the javelins had a bad day, but they're supposed to have a bad day. That's their purpose. I'll be right back while you guys figure out what you're gonna do. So give me just a moment.
Be right back after these messages.
Oh, that brings back so many memories.
Right.
It's a standard.
JP, where are you moving? Hey.
Right.
Okay, Jen, your turn to get the hell out of Dodge.
Yeah. But you're not out of Dodge yet.
Can you get to 1207?
Where's 1207?
It's the road. Almost straight west of you.
Hang on, I'm looking. Sorry, I found 1204 and then I moved the stupid screen.
It's 3 spots down from 4.
Yeah, but thing is I gotta find it again because I moved the stupid screen. There it is. Found it. Let's see. Yeah, but is that gonna get me out?
There we go. I made some tea before the game, and I totally forgot to get it, and now it's lukewarm.
Next turn, you'll be able to jump into forests, both in either direction. So it's not a great move necessarily this turn. It's a great move for next turn.
Well, there's still a bunch of trees between her and.
Yeah, they're coming. Did you?
Yeah.
I would move fast and far and get into some trees somewhere.
Well, those two things are not.
You got these trees to the north.
You could go north, yes.
Yeah.
I can't go there?
You can go there. Those aren't going to be... You'll be an easier shot than if you go to the north. Because next turn is when everybody comes out of the tunnels. And that's when the bad guy should start getting confused. Hopefully. How badly beat up are you?
I don't hear. Can you see me?
Bad. I would go.
If I go there, can that Orion see me, and then I can finish off this? Make sure that guy can't get out.
I would go to 2103. If you go up there, that's going to be a jump of 6. Or was it 1, 2, 3? It's a jump of 5, and you'll be able to shoot up that javelin some more and finish him off, and you'll be in cover from both the catapults and everybody else. That's where I would go, I think. Because that puts the most trees between you and all the different bad guys except for the javelin.
No.
But if you have to expose yourself to somebody, the catapults aren't going to be as good of a shot as the Atlas and the Orion. Oh, javelin falls again.
He attempted to get up twice.
Yeah, that sucks to be him.
Especially because I'm gonna hopefully finish him.
He took damage falling down again.
Yeah. Yeah, he's having a bad day.
3 damage to his right eye. He fell on its front. He skinned up his right knee.
Yeah. At least the Orion
Yeah,
can't shoot
well.
anybody.
Now, how is that Atlas seeing me through all that woods?
I'm not sure, actually.
Yeah,
Especially considering his eye can't see him.
Now, he's only firing with his LRM 20, so maybe he's firing indirectly, and the catapult's spotting you.
Ah, that's got to be it.
Yeah, he does that LRM 20.
Yeah, because he's not shooting at you with anything else, and the Orion can't see you. I think somebody's spotting you.
Probably the
Probably that
catapult.
javelin.
The javelin might be considered spotting noise prone.
probably the only thing he can do.
Up on, I can't get up, but that guy's over there.
But here, use my sensor data.
Exactly.
Yeah. Jen's
Yeah, the
turn to
javelin
fire.
needs Yeah, Alice the 9. That's definitely a skill thing.
Sorry. I'm sorry. He pissed me off.
That's okay. He's,
No, that's fair.
looks like they missed you a bunch. Another vehicle gets blowed up. And the javelin loses his gyro. So he's in trouble.
He's never not good.
Yeah, he's
he's
never
definitely
getting
not
up
getting
again. And then he explodes.
All right. Oh, good job, Jen.
Yeah. The murder maiden strikes again.
Yeah.
Ammo.
This is why I like the SRM javelins, because I just put them in for Jen to blow up. Makes for a more exciting game.
Everyone click done.
Because everybody loves ammo exploding Capellan javelins.
That's right. I'm at 2 heat. What the hell? I'm never at fucking heat. 2. I'm ready to see you guys come out. Come on, turtles. What the hell?
Well, my rifleman's ready to unleash another full barrage.
We're ready to begin bleeding them.
Well, at least I start after the Comstar, guys. Okay.
Get some good shit.
Deployment time.
Alright, so let's see here. I want to start out... Where do I want to... I want to be able to jump...
Are we moving?
Yeah. I want to jump behind one of these guys and gank him. Let's see, 1, 2, 3...
We haven't, no one's moved yet.
Yeah. So I'm going to start here. Doop.
They're gray.
And... let's see here. And then Cawthon will start there. Alright. Alright, there we go.
Where exactly do we deploy? How big an area do we deploy in?
I think I might have messed up the deployment a little because it's probably shown up too big. But basically, you can come out anywhere in the city area.
Okay.
So basically, you're coming out of one of these. You know, you're coming out of any of the any of the buildings, or just anything roughly in the center. Where the city is. Because I think I messed up the. I should have. I think it's setting you to be able to come out anywhere, and it should have been only in the city center. So just come out somewhere in the city center. And Mad Dog's turn. And, yeah. Rod's turn to deploy.
Yes, the violence speaks to me.
Out in the swamp.
How are these mechs coming out of the manhole covers?
Come out of the ground like Godzilla's head did.
Yeah, I figure you're just like busting out from under the roads or something like that.
Teenage Mutant Ninja.
Come here.
Mechs in a half shell. Do.
They're like, holy oh, they all just
shit.
They all just flipped
Was
around.
that
Yeah.
the theme song to the Godzilla
They would be
cartoon
like,
when
oh
he...
my. You want me to finish? You want to finish?
Go ahead, man. Sorry.
It's all good. Just turn around like, oh shit, there's a lance right on us. situation has gone
I
from
would-
mild inconvenience to oh shit, this is bad.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh,
Yeah, you know, it's Comstar. I bet their pants are brown now.
do that. Oops.
You know, I shouldn't have had us decorated as the Winged Warthogs. Should have had us decorated as the Spanish Inquisition.
Nobody
Womp.
suspects. Well, I'm just glad that Orion turned around, because I went from not being certain about whether or not I'd be able to hit him to absolutely knowing I'm going to drill him. He's going to fucking eat my weapons.
Where's the Atlas
I know
at? Oh, there you
Are
are.
you not going to jump behind him?
Yeah, he responded immediately behind him to right in front of you.
That Atlas camo job is surprisingly effective.
I know.
Because I was looking around, I was like, where the fuck is Rod? You're right fucking there in front of me. And I had to zoom in, it's like, oh,
in the middle
yeah.
of a city, standing on a road.
And I still can't see you. Fucking
Apparently
Scout
Ryan don't
Atlas.
either.
Tell me what you think of that.
Hold on, let me zoom out and see. Oh yeah, that in that woods there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's beautiful. You're getting lots of jump distance. You're gonna be hard to hit. You're in cover. I don't know which way you want to face. I guess you're gonna take out that little vehicle or something.
I was gonna try to.
Yeah. No, that's gonna be perfect because you're just gonna be hard to hit, and that's the whole thing. Just keeping them busy while we scout the Comstar guys in the middle of the city.
JP, are you okay? Oh crap! I thought that skull
Sorry.
guy had gone. Oops. Whoopsie. He hadn't. Oh well, I'll be twisting.
Yeah.
So do friendly mechs block line of sight?
No.
No.
So I could get
No max
behind you.
block line of us. Yeah.
I mean, can I shoot through your Atlas?
You can.
Yes.
That's correct. You can. Yep.
Because the hex squares are like 30 meters, and so
Yeah. Okay.
your mech doesn't take up all that much space.
Technically, you could store 2 mechs in the same square.
Yeah.
The game
You
won't allow you.
Move 2 mechs in the yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be absolutely storage, not for combat.
Yes, you could like walk. Now just be careful. There's swamp there.
Yeah, I see it.
But you could like walk forward 1 hex and just be right there in front of the Orion and just start trading with him if you wanted.
Yeah, jump jets.
Or
right?
you can jump and get right up in his face.
Well, I was just taking the minimum range of my weaponry.
What's the what do you have on this thing here?
PVC and autocannons.
Oh, okay. That's right. AC5s. That's right. So those do have
3 hex minimum.
Yeah. So let's see the heavy woods. So having a 1 penalty from being inside the minimum range is going to be less than having to shoot through the heavy woods. But you could. That's water depth 2. That's no bueno.
Well, I was thinking about jumping to that wooded hex right there behind the Atlas. Not directly behind, but it's 3231, hex 3231, right below the water there.
Oh, here 3231.
Yeah, you should.
You should be able to see him, I think. And if nothing else, this other Orion's on. You know what would be very interesting that I just realized? This Orion is on what's construction 91. He weighs 75 tons, so you'd have to do like 16 damage to the building, and he would fall through.
Mm-hmm.
What height level is that building though?
He is.
Like
it's a height 1.
Yeah, well, the height 2 building in front of it, so I wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, no, but maybe like Voragath could shoot him. Anyway, but no, I mean, if you were to move, if you were to jump to those woods there, that would probably be fine. Or just take a step
What's up,
forward.
Bob?
Hey, Cawthon, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry.
Okay.
About that.
No, it's okay. So basically, I've got control of your mech, and so when it comes to your turn, you can just look at my screen and tell me what you want to do. I tried calling you, but I wasn't sure what happened, and you texted me that you had computer problems.
It was something like that.
Yeah, and I understand. But yes, if anybody's in a position to shoot the building that the Orion's standing on, it's 16 points of damage to make him fall through the building.
That would be amazing.
Oh, I think
which is
somebody
going to be
has
Mad
answered the
Dog.
question.
Can't run up there and just kick the
Mad Dog's like, I'm going to shoot the Orion and then kick the building twice. Or hatchet the building. I foresee that happening.
And then hatchet the Orion.
Yeah.
But, God, I mean, yeah, like this is ballsy, but I think I just gotta do it.
Okay. Well, no, I mean that's the whole plan of coming out from the sewers was to fuck up these Orions.
I know what to do.
The thing is, there's that Atlas behind.
Of course, Rod knows what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about it for a long time. I was like, I could take one step forward, or...
And they're like fucking Steiner scout mechs. Vorgath.
Yeah. I jumped out, surprised him, made him move, and now he's in a world of hurt.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Vorgath's going to be stuck having to help figure out what to do with the other Orion that's up there.
Oh, I know what to do.
And Vorgath's like, I know what to do with Orions.
Shoot him in the head.
Keep firing, assholes.
Violently beat them to death with their own arms.
That's more
I
of
saw
a
trailer today for Spaceballs 2.
I know, right?
Yep.
Yes. Yep, it's official. They have finally announced it.
Weren't we just talking about that the other fucking day?
We were.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The search for more money.
May the fourth.
I don't know if it'll be as good though.
Well,
I don't know. I mean, Mel Brooks is 98. He may not give a shit anymore, so he may just make the movie he wants to make. And
Oh, God.
which would be awesome. Like,
Hopefully he doesn't do something to piss me off and have to boycott him too.
yeah, well, I just hope he doesn't Disney the movie and ruin it. But no, I think I have faith and hope that because he's old and because he's irreverent and because he probably doesn't give a shit, he may just make a glorious movie.
I mean, people give Disney a lot of shit, but Disney also did Rogue One.
Yeah,
That's
but like
1 out of
it's like what? Yeah, 1 out of 20. 1 out of.
Yeah.
It's that good, man. It is my favorite movie.
Purpose. They probably didn't do it on purpose.
They did it on
It
purpose.
was an
They had,
accident.
they
probably
had to get
so
like 3
many-
directors to get it to work right.
They probably had so much other shit going on that they were trying to.
That they just didn't have time to
this
fuck up that
slip
one.
through the cracks.
That's
They
right.
didn't have time to fuck that one up.
Yeah. JP's turn to move.
Mad Dog, what movie did you say?
Rogue One.
Which is a decent movie.
It's an amazing fucking movie. It is
It's
the
okay.
best action movie I've ever seen.
Huh.
It's okay.
Okay, now I have to see it.
I don't know about the best action movie I've ever seen, but it is very
it's
good.
no Blazing fucking Saddles, okay?
Well, Blazing Fucking Saddles isn't an action movie. It's a comedy.
It is an action movie. Remember when he shot all those
comedy.
guys' guns out of their fucking hands?
That was funny. So it
Yeah,
was a comedy.
just like how Die Hard's a Christmas movie and Mel Brooks' Payback is a Valentine's Day romance movie.
Yeah. But everyone clicking done.
Mel Brooks made a movie about getting a black man out of jail and making him a sheriff in a racist town in the 70s. in the Old West.
What'd you say?
But that was, I did
And
not
then
click.
Yeah, no, he
said
never
the
went. I don't think he
N-word
ever went to jail, did he?
every
No,
5
he got
seconds.
because he got the white.
They
No,
were going to
because
hang him.
they got the white dude. Well, yeah, they're gonna hang him, but
He
he's
was
already
in jail waiting to be hung.
No, he wasn't in jail. It was the other dude that was in jail.
No, he
the
was in
Willy
jail.
Wonka.
No,
Gene
he
Wilder.
was in jail in his jail cell, but he was in jail in Headley Lamar's cell.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Just
yeah, that's
because you
right.
didn't see the
That's right.
bars.
That's right. The very, very beginning. Yeah, 94 to
Mhm.
hit. Oh no, Alpha Strike, Alpha Strike, Alpha Strike.
Mongo.
Hey,
Reactor melts
Mongo
down.
really pawned and came of life.
so hey,
It's too much
Cawthon,
heat.
you there's this Orion in front of you that you have a 100% chance to hit.
Yeah,
Will you join me in the Alpha Strike?
I mean, how many times do you have to shoot this fucking thing?
Well, it's
Is
a
it-
it's a fresh Orion with a really, really
I mean,
good
how many
Comstar.
other people
Just you and me.
are shooting? Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen if you can see it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it,
Okay.
man. Is that the one that's sitting on the building, or is that the one?
No, it's
right,
that's the one right in front of
different
us.
one.
Yeah, Mad Dog's taking care of the one on the building.
Yeah, give her
Jen-
hell.
Jen's turn to fire.
Either for the catapult
man.
or should I
Yeah,
get
so
that
Cawthon,
so-
in case you missed it, our scout mechs are causing a distraction up to the north, while the main force, we all came out of the sewers to surprise them, and Jen and
Like
and
Ninja Turtles.
exactly.
Right.
Mechs in a half shell. And then we've got a few more turns before the loot trucks show up in the south somewhere to drive up and help steal the shit.
I want to be the one
Wait,
that's
did that
rude but
Atlas
cool.
turn its back to me?
I mean,
Atlas is
it-
worried about other
Yes.
things.
it looks
Yes,
like
the
the
Atlas did turn its back.
It does look like the Atlas turned his back to you.
It's
Because
lucky I gotta take care of the Orion first.
yeah, because he's got more armor in the back. He's got as much armor in the back as Jen has in the front, so the Atlas doesn't care.
What have we done to piss off Comstar besides set off a nuclear bomb?
That's it.
But
What are you talking about? That never happened.
Yeah, that was the
that's
dropship's
right.
reactor going off. That was totally not
Violent.
Rod launching a
Violent.
nuclear ordnance by mistake on purpose out of the Long Tom tank.
That's a lot of details for somebody who doesn't think that happens, okay? The soundproof room's still back there. We can still talk.
Should I worry about this scout tank shooting me?
Let me
Yeah, you should probably shoot that first.
Let's see. He's got a. What does he have on him? He's got a.
Yeah, but if I
He's got an
have to
SR.
twist,
He's got an SRM4.
right? But if I have to if I twist, then the catapult's got my butt.
Yeah.
If I
So
twist the other way, then the scout tank's got my butt.
Yeah, but
Remember that
you're in forest. There's nothing to worry about.
the shooting calculates how you are right now, not how you are after a twist. The twist
well,
is
if she
irrelevant.
if she
where
twi-
they're going to hit.
if she twists first, and then they shoot after she goes, I think that it calculates based on.
I mean, right now they wouldn't be shooting into her side; they're shooting into her front arc. If she does one twist, it'll still just be going into her side.
That is true. Yeah, they'll just be shooting at your right side.
Now, that heavy wheeled APC might go into her back, but that's only one, and she's got enough armor that it shouldn't make a difference.
Yeah, so you're probably fine either way. Plus
So go ahead
plus the catapults are going to be shooting through a lot of wood, so I would say whichever you think you can take
I
out.
can only see one. I could only shoot at one catapult, so I'm gonna assume the two behind couldn't shoot me.
That's probably
Right?
true. Yeah.
Although
you indirect.
he may be
I
spotting
will.
me.
I'll see if I can get the scout out of the way.
All right, so just torso
Yeah.
twist.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think-
just torso twist one. So that. Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Yeah, they're not. They're not shooting at you. They're shooting at me and Cawthon.
Sorry.
Oh no, that's okay. You were the perfect distraction. You got like 80% of the enemy forces out of the way so that we could Rodney King these Orions down
And at
here.
this point, it's better that they shoot at us
Yeah,
than they
you
shoot
looped
at
them
you.
all up so Diddy could come in.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I cannot shoot that guy right there in front of me.
I mean, I know how we could track him down. Like we
You
just
can't
have to
shoot
find
the Orion number 2?
We just have
Nope.
to find the carrier vehicle that has like a huge fucking container of baby oil in it.
I think we had to be down one more.
It's like for most criminals, you would follow the money, but you just.
But for
follow
Diddy, you follow the baby oil.
That's right.
All right, Solar Kraken, what are you shooting at?
Kick their tires and light their fires, man.
Unfortunately, it won't let me shoot the guy right in front of me because it's apparently the corner building's in the way.
Are you serious?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Well, that's disappointing.
Yep. That's okay. I can shoot the guy in the building. Though.
Oh, there you go. Give him a bad day.
He's about to have a bad day.
He is.
Mm-hmm. Gravity does
What would
indeed
I like
suck.
to shoot? The building. Yes, please shoot the building.
Because you need to do at least 16 damage to the building. You're probably you're gonna be able to knock the building down.
No, I need to torso twist, I guess.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, I don't know why you would stand on top of a building in Battletech because some asshole's just gonna shoot the building out from under you.
Well, they are Capellans.
Well, that one's a Comstar. They're theoretically smarter.
It's time for my violence.
Yes,
that guy must be originally.
It is
That
Atlas
guy must
time.
be.
He must be a what?
Said that particular Comstar pilot must be from Capella.
He must be a destroyer captain.
Most people in Comstar are from anywhere.
I don't know where
From
Comstar.
Terra.
Fired that many rockets.
Comstar's from Terra.
I think he probably needs all the rockets. These Orions are pretty tough.
And if it's not too crazy to also throw in your PPC, I would do that.
I can't do all the rockets and the PPC. That is too crazy. I
Yeah.
can do some rockets and the PPC, or I can do all the rockets.
All the rockets.
Okay, I can make this work.
And maybe a knuckle sandwich after that.
Yes, that's the plan.
No.
Why I'm,
Kick them in the
I'm at
jewels.
knife fighting range. Same difference.
No, you do twice as much damage with your foot as you do with your fist.
Oh, I understand what you mean. Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm insinuating, not him just actually punching.
It's not quite an alpha, but it's as close as I can get without, detonating.
All right, Vorgast's turn to fire.
If you're gonna nuke yourself, let me get out of range this time.
Yeah.
I don't carry nukes, and I've never carried nukes, okay?
He doesn't know what you're talking about. That was the intern's fault.
There wasn't an intern. There were never any nukes. I don't know what you're talking about.
It was the damn Capellans. I know it.
Detonating his mag.
All right, JP's turn to fire. JP's in a really good spot.
And he didn't DFA.
And he didn't DFA,
double plus.
which is amazing.
that was also one of the things I was considering, but I was like, no, it's too early in the fight to DFA.
All right, so Orion hits.
Wow.
He hits the Charger with the Gauss rifle and the medium. He hit the crap out of Cawthon. Pretty good. Atlas got hit pretty solid. Atlas got hit
But I'm an
pretty
Atlas,
solid
so that's
some more.
fine.
Yeah. That Orion is just shooting Vorgath. Got him with the Gauss rifle, and it was a glancing blow and a medium laser. And then looks like I am lighting him up with all the things, just armor. And Cawthon is also lighting him up. Critical hit on the hip. And some more critical hits, and destroyed his right arm. All right. So he'll have to make a piloting check for sure. Jen explodes the vehicle, because of course she did. And it explodes, and then it explodes some more.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, so got the fuel explosion. And so Catapult hits the Crusader a little bit. Catapult misses me. Catapult misses Cawthon. Oh no, I took a glancing blow with the Lerm 5 from the Behemoth tank. That's okay.
That's not nice.
Atlas hit me with the Lerm 20. Ow. That kind of sucks. Solar Kraken. Jesus, Solar Kraken, how do you miss with all that?
Don't ask me. I tell you, this game hates me for combat.
I know, you roll really bad. Crusader.
Did you take that?
Crusader hits the building. Mr.
Natural aptitude.
Yeah. Yeah, Crusader hits the building. Orion's hitting the other Orion. Yeah, Mr. Snuggles is snuggling him. Atlas is doing Atlas things. He's doing a lot of Atlas things and knocks the pilot unconscious. Well.
Yeah, I did my first wound when I smacked him on the head with a missile.
Yeah, it looks like instead of doing a Diddy, he's going to do a Bill Cosby instead.
Go to sleep.
All right. We're such bad people.
I mean,
our live studio audience seems to be happy.
Right?
I know, right? Vorgath is hitting a PPC and a medium laser on the Orion. Okay, glancing blow, but that's okay. Got a solid hit on the PPC. JP is lighting him up in the back and blew off his right arm and got an ammo explosion. He pulled a Gen. He Gauss rifle. Oh, it was a. Oh no, it was a Gauss rifle explosion. Okay, not quite a Gen.
It's an explosion. It counts.
It's an explosion. It counts. All right, Jen says it is Gen approved, so that's okay. So Atlas does not fall down. Charger does not fall down. This Orion does fall down. The unconscious Orion also falls down. And then I guess the building one fell through also, and then he blacked out. Am I reading that right?
I think the only one that blacked out was the one I blacked out.
Right, but another one fell and blacked out.
The pilot of Orion number 4 is blacked out.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I think
guess
number 3
two of them
there.
blacked out. Yeah. I think it was just resolving what happened during the fall at the end.
Yeah. So
they're all knocked down or immobile.
Yeah.
No, I think he's the one under the building's still conscious.
So I'm gonna go.
He's just fell
bonk.
over.
Cawthon, you gonna kick this guy also?
Of course.
All right. Bonk. So we're gonna do the Rodney King dance, and Mad Dog's turn for physical.
This is just oversized seal clubbing right now. We just jumped up at the ground.
Well,
Just
these
so
guys are
we
also
can
really, really good pilots too, or at least they were.
They thought they were.
You're the best trained warrior this side of the galaxy, but a bunch of jumped up hoodlums cornered you and beat you to death with their sticks.
Technically, the Orions are better pilots than us. I mean, they're 2-3s. I mean, some of us are better, but they're better than most of us.
I mean, when you jump out of a sewer and basically do that scene where the monkey comes out of the trunk monkey.
You gonna stomp on that, Orion?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right,
Wow. Question.
so I kick him, and Cawthon kicks him, and Mad Dog hatchets the leg off of his Orion. Mr. Snuggles kicks him. Rod gets 2 critical hits on the Orion's engine, and JP gently massages the Orion's center torso with his foot.
And everyone clicks done.
Yeah. So, some of the Orions are having some heat problems. Yeah, this isn't going very well for the. Maybe I shouldn't have worried about making this too hard.
Well, the critical factor in this is that we appeared.
Yeah, the
right
surprise
in the middle of the heavier part of this formation.
Yeah, the surprise attack worked very well. Vorgath clicked done.
And then we all jumped them with our shivs to make sure they couldn't get back up.
All right, looks like I have to go very early on. Solar Kraken is first. Oh, it's okay. This is,
Do you get initiative modifiers?
yeah, I just rolled really bad.
Yeah.
Solar Kraken, you might as well just jump over the water and, so you can get the, get that immobile prone Orion, unless you want to start taking out heavy wheeled APC.
I don't know that we need to do anything to the immobile prone Orions. I mean, I don't imagine they're getting back up.
I don't know. Let's see here. No, they could. That one, because that one just got the Atlas one. He just got blacked out in the head.
Oh, and I stomped him.
Yeah, Mad Dog's one's not getting back up because he has no leg. Lieutenant Dan, that Orion, it ain't got no leg. And then the one that Cawthon and I are working on, he could theoretically get back up.
So yeah, we just broke the Comstar lands.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. They're having a very bad day.
They are having a bad day.
This is if they make it back to the ship, they're gonna get near full type of day.
Where do I want to? I don't want to be in line of sight of that Atlas, and I don't want to be on this. Let's see here. I need to. There's not as much cover here as I'd really like. What's my heat at? My heat's not so bad. 1, 2, 3. I could jump over here. Or do that. Actually, 2, 3. Do this. Boink. All right, Cawthon, where do you wanna go? I just want to make sure I can shoot the Orion and not be in easy line of sight of the Atlas. You're not in line of sight of the Atlas, but Atlas hasn't moved yet. So... And then the bridge won't hold your weight. I kind of think you ought to start following me. You know, we can take parting shots at the immobile prone Orion while we start moving towards the trees.
Yeah,
so
let's just stick together. I'll follow you wherever you go.
All right.
That's fine. If we both hit something at the same time,
It's gonna hurt.
Yeah. Have you taken a lot of damage?
No, not that much. I mean, I took some hits from the Atlas, but I'm not that bad off.
Why is your bar yellow? What is that? No, that's the bad guy, isn't it?
Yeah, the bad guy took a lot of damage. Jen's turn to move.
Oh. Javelin came to join us.
You want the
that's a
Javelin
mistake.
feels left
It
out.
definitely shouldn't have done that.
He got stuck in the swamp also. But yeah, I figured, Cawthon, I want to start moving towards these trees and start getting to where we can help with the Atlas. Because if the guy's immobile and prone on the ground, we should be able to take some easy parting shots as we're going. And maybe get some lucky hits on his legs. Vorgath's turn to move.
You can probably do called shot low. Right leg, left leg. If you're going to insist on shooting at the immobile guy.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I can't do called shots with streaks. You know, with the missiles.
You can't do low, high low.
I don't. No, not with missiles. JP's turn to move.
I like that the Orion's running away.
Oh, Ryan's going after Jen apparently. That's what it looks like, at least. Ryan's also missing his right torso. Is that the one that's the one that got the Gauss rifle explosion, right?
Yep.
So what are you thinking, JP? Going after the Orion? You going after the
I'm
Atlas?
actually considering put.
I wouldn't stay put. I mean, I guess you could, but
There's an arm back there.
And I've got a back shot at the Atlas.
that is true. And the Atlas can only torso twist so much. All right, I'll stay put. Go for it. Light him up.
Hey, there's an arm landing right next to you. You can pick it up and go beat the Atlas with it.
Oh, I would love to DFA the Atlas right now, but that puts me out there in too much fire from the catapults.
Well, so stay put, and yeah, because the Atlas has already moved. So yeah, you've got back shots.
And I'm even in range of my machine guns.
Mad Dog's turn to move. So yeah, so this Orion's never getting up again. The other
Which
Orion
one is that?
The one in front. The one in front of you, Orion number 3. He's missing a leg, so he's probably not getting up again. Orion number 2 is unconscious, but he's relatively unhurt, other than missing his right arm.
Didn't he let one also got engine kick in?
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm
here.
trying to find the engine damage. I honestly don't think these guys are going to get back up. Period.
Yeah, that one has that one has number 2 has the engine damage. Well, you could always start moving north, and you could let Rod finish these guys off.
What? Oh, the south? Oh, yeah, I should be able to handle the javelins. I'm not a fast mover anyways, so I'm not really responding to quick threats.
Yeah, so come party to the north and just stay off the bridges.
He takes all the fun out of life. Do you hear that?
I'm such a bad person. Well, because some of these bridges
Well,
only have a construction factor 61, and you'll fall through.
I mean, with that attitude, sure.
You never know until you try.
You're not my dad.
80, 80, 61, 61, 91, eh?
Yeah, Rod will fall through everything. None of these bridges are rated for Rod or Solar Kraken.
Sucks to be that
Consider not
bridge.
jumping on the bridge just north of the guy who we dropped, who is on the building.
Oh, you're gonna deal with that javelin?
Someone will probably shoot it.
Yeah.
Because I would shoot it.
That's what I would do, yeah.
Alright, I guess I'll jump north.
All the fun toys are up north.
All the fun toys are up north.
Well, now they are, because we kind of broke the other toys on the south.
Well, remember, the guy in front of you, other than being unconscious, actually, well, that guy fell again. He's actually in surprisingly intact shape. Well, I guess he's got the engine.
That's good.
But he's got the engine damage, so.
Being in good shape is good.
Well, I'm just saying he could theoretically get up and keep fighting, but if he wakes up. All right.
Then I'll go kick his legs out from under him again.
Okay, there we go.
I think they all made there. No.
Yeah, this one, the one that has no leg fell.
Surprising.
I mean, technically he can get up. You know, he could make the piloting roll. It's just he just needs a 10. It's just that with the leg destroyed, it's a 5 penalty. So, I mean, he is theoretically skilled enough to stand up and hop around on one leg.
One of them did make their check to get up, looks like. Anyway, everyone click done. The unnumbered Orion.
Well, Orion number 3 stayed conscious.
Yeah. Jen.
Became conscious.
Jen. I know you're wiped out from camp, but it's too early to fall asleep. Uh-oh. We lost the murder maiden.
She needs a Mountain Dew infusion directly to the brain.
That would probably be extraordinarily bad for you, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be pretty bad.
Oh,
Any
Jen.
sort of Mountain Dew infusion.
Oh, Jen.
How about an IV into the vein? Will that be better?
There she goes.
No.
All right.
Because it's bubbled.
Solar Kraken's turn to fire.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. We accidentally caused stroke in this patient. My bad.
Fine.
Coffee wouldn't be bad.
Apparently, I can't see shit, apparently.
Apparently.
Did they move after you moved? You can't
Yeah.
even see that heavy wheeled APC?
I can't see crap.
Let's see, where's this? It's the
I think it's because all the trees in front of me.
right leg that's messed up.
The one to your right, though?
Yeah, I didn't see
Okay.
that guy. I probably might have been. I didn't see that guy over there, actually.
All right.
Fair enough.
I could fire on the right leg, or I could, with the lasers, or I could fire the streaks and... You know what? Let's just... Hold us one moment. right, sorry about that. All right, so how much extra heat do I want to generate?
Yes.
No, I think I'm just gonna take the shots at the leg, and there we go. And then the rest we'll save the heat on the missiles. All right, Cawthon, you want to shoot at the right leg with me and make it so this guy can't get up?
Sure.
Let me make sure it's the right leg that I'm... Yeah, right leg. Alright, so... Torso twist. And... Right leg. Boop, 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 boop. And then that won't run you too hot. You could even fire some missiles if you want to put in some extra heat.
Go for it.
Being cool for the Atlas might be a good thing.
We're gonna have a cooldown turn before we get to the Atlas.
I like your confidence.
Yeah. However, we just won't fire all the missiles. That way, we're not too hot.
We would like
Why?
to salvage these, by the by.
Oh Lord!
Dang.
There are a bunch of angry bees out there.
They
who
are
extremely
mad.
dissatisfied
They
with my
are
performance.
they are not happy with you, Rod. Fortunately, they need 10s to hit, 11s to hit, 11s,
Eights.
12s, 8s. Well, that's
Yeah, probably could have tank.
yeah. Somebody's mad at Solar Kraken.
Hey guys, it turns
Hey,
out that
tense.
lead is in fact magnetic.
That's not lead, man. That's depleted uranium.
I will be right back.
Same difference.
Tomato, potato.
yeah, you get it.
We say potato and they say it wrong.
Guns turn the fire.
Lorgath, get him.
Go, go. Maiden.
Did we just lose someone? Maybe not.
I heard someone disconnect.
Yeah, somebody had their microphone muted. I think they left.
Oh no, Bob is still here, and he's the unmuted one. Someone else left us.
Other
To me,
robots
it
turn the fire.
sounded almost like a double click, like they muted and then they unmuted. So maybe somebody hit it by accident there.
Or it's a soundboard, and they're
We'll
evil.
find out. Mm-hmm. It is my turn to fire.
It is your turn to
That
fire.
was nice. Auto hits with the lasers and the SRM, and 6s for the machine guns.
Oh, look at that. They've got a heavy tank. Does they have long toms?
No. I don't know if you can really
No.
call it a heavy tank if it doesn't have long toms, but you know.
This is true. This is true. Wow. You won't be surprised, but my lasers are out of range. Interesting. That's 83 versus. Yeah, we're gonna smack you a little bit. We're gonna give you some lead to think about.
Goodbye, leg.
I did catch some of those rounds. Yeah, some of them hit. Some of them rolled pretty fucking good, actually.
Yeah, well, they want a pilot.
How'd we do?
Stupid tank. Hey, did quite a bit of damage to the rear of that Atlas.
Nice.
Damn.
All right, I'm sorry about that. I'm back. I had to walk the live studio audience out the door.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so looks like we blew the right leg off. That was actually first shot. Okay, and then it exploded and the pilot died. Oh well, oops. Oops, that's okay. Atlas got hit a little bit. Rifleman got hit a little bit. Solar Kraken got missed, that's good. Atlas got missed. I got tickled a little bit by glancing blow from a Lerm 5. Ow, that guy hit Cawthon with the Lerm 20. Jen hit the catapult a little bit. Ryan hit Rod a little bit. She hit Rod quite a bit.
Yeah, those LRMs, man.
Yeah. Solomon hit the Atlas. Vorgath got a crit with his PPC on the gyro of the Orion. That's nice. And JP is doing bad things to the Atlas. He hit a whole bunch. Crusader hits the catapult some. Mr. Snuggles is snuggling the javelin, and he gets damaged pretty bad. It's like the catapult's having a bad day. Orion falls down. Alright, that's not so bad. Alright, we did alright.
I told you probably shouldn't have shot that one guy.
Well, better safe than sorry.
There's a lot of double heat sinks, man.
Well, important things to figure out how to make them.
We have to have them successfully to figure out how to make them.
I also didn't expect the first shot to blow them up, so. Besides, we got a big building full of parts. We'll be all right. I have faith.
We already picked up a bunch of Black Knights anyway.
Yeah. So. All right. Stuff got beat up. Limb blown off. Does his torso get blown off from a kick? How did... He was kicked.
I know how to kick properly.
Oh, that was...
It was a spinning kick.
That was Mike. So
Yeah, it
Mike... Oh, it's piloting roll. Okay, so... Oh, so that one fell, and then he blew his... Okay, that's how it happened. Okay. Right
Go
on.
down there and kicked him in the side.
Vorgath, click done. There we go. And then heat. Oh, my heat's not too bad. Cotton's heat's not too bad.
Rifleman's at 14 heat.
Well, yeah, but that's because he's been shooting at things a lot.
Yeah,
Capellans
Vorgath's a
go
little toasted there.
Capellans go first, and then so we got good initiative.
So what, the rifleman gets the first set of double heat sinks? Is that what I just heard?
Yeah, well, there should be enough double heat sinks that once we do that, everybody can probably get double heat sinks. Because what we'll do is so assuming everything's successful this game, the next game's going to be the escape with the loot, and then depending on how much loot everybody, depending on whether both loot trucks survive.
Oh, that means we're going to have to manage our damage, because damage is going to be the unchanged for next battle.
Well, you'll be able to do some field repairs in the Comstar repair facility, so you'll be able to slap on more armor.
Don't lose any limbs.
Yeah, don't get limbs blown off. Vorgath, click done, please.
So does the losing 40% of your armor, to qualify as being in the battle, can that be aggregated over the 2 fights?
Sure.
Yeah.
So,
Solar Kraken's turn to move.
Probably should bump it up to 50% over the 2 fights.
Or kill the enemies
Fair.
without taking any damage. Bonus points for that.
I mean, yeah, that works.
Oh, Orion fall down again.
Yep, he's right. Oh, that Orion back there actually stood back up.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then got immediately stuck.
Yeah. Jen's
He really
turn to
should have just punched
move.
out.
They're Comstar. They're determined.
Fanatical.
What are you going to do, Jen? Those catapults don't look very happy with you.
No, well,
I
I
want-
can get to that
go ahead.
2905, which is behind them, but it puts me right in smack in front of the other guy. You think
Or
that
you go 2706. That's heavy woods. That'll give you good cover.
see the tanks? I'm not behind
Well, those
you.
are Lerm tanks.
Yeah. And you'll be moving fast. You'll be in good cover, and these guys aren't great shots.
Be inside their minimum range.
I
guess
can't
every
get
couple
there.
medium range.
Yeah, you
I can't get there.
Yeah, that's too far. That's definitely
Can't
get
get there. I can get to the one to 2905. I can't get.
Yeah, 2905 is light woods. I would go 29 or 2706. I would go here. Because this way, you won't be giving anybody your back, and you'll have maximum cover from the other stuff, and you'll only be squaring off against the 2 close catapults, and or the vehicles. Or you could go extra if you want to. Oh, never mind.
Too late.
Okay, I say, or you could go, one square down, where you'll have more cover, but
Here
it'll be
she
harder
gets
to hit.
melee, kind of.
Do what? I
You
don't.
actually don't. You won't be able to kick from there. You'll have to torso twist to punch, I think.
Vorgath's turn to move.
And then you can't. If you want to punch, you don't use your things in your arms. Does she have any guns in her arms? She probably does.
She's got her medium lasers.
Yep.
That's a lot of damage. Leave on the table.
Those catapults already moved.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did.
Should have jumped right behind him and backshot one of them.
Well, but then she wouldn't be in cover, and
Oh, the tree.
She'd have her back. Then she'd have her back to someone else.
I don't have the armor that some people do.
Yeah. Well, she could have turned facing toward them when she landed, couldn't she?
So, Cawthon, I'm thinking we start moving up to help with the Atlas.
Yeah, we could do that.
We could jump into these central woods here, cool down, and then the next turn we can go jump the Atlas and help finish that off.
I'm down with that.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Double dragon.
So I'm gonna jump here, bunk, and
So when you gave me that jump boost, does that allow me to jump farther?
No, it just means you don't have as many shooting penalties when you're jumping.
Got you. I bet you that's helping a lot.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna apparently.
Do you want to jump to? You can jump to where you're in cover and can't see the Atlas, or you can jump to where you're exposed and can see the Atlas to shoot.
We're cooling down anyway, though.
Yeah, what's your heat at right now? Your heat is at 5, so you could jump and shoot some stuff, but probably being in cover and.
If he ran, could he get somewhere where
No,
he could
because he's moving too slow because of the heat.
Have those catapults moved yet?
Yeah, so you'll be able to take a shot at the catapult. You'll be able to take a shot at the catapult. I think.
Saying, I don't want them to swivel and hit me with LRM 20s. You know.
Yeah, they've already moved.
They can still turn their torsos.
Yeah, but you should have some partial cover.
Okay.
And I think they're going to be worried about the people closer. They're going to probably go, Night Star. Or they're going to be like, oh, well, never mind. Mad Dog is probably going to pull aggro. I foresee it.
No.
We may actually have to turn and help. There's just a lot of stuff to clean up here. What's Mr. Snuggles going to do? Oh, this guy's stuck. Is that Orion still? He's crippled. That Orion behind Mr. Snuggles he's still active. He's up and fighting. I think you have to turn around and give him a hug. He's just stuck in a swamp.
Yeah, we're gonna do something.
Or jump into the. If you can get into the woods in front of the Orion, or get into the empty space behind the Orion, that might be better.
Oh, I've only got 4 movement. Okay, that's why it wasn't.
Yeah, so you'll either have to. Yeah, you have to jump or.
I was trying to get a turn in there. I was thinking, I should be able to turn a facing, but no. That's fine.
Okay. Rod's turn to Atlas.
Counting was bad. Sorry.
Of course. Decisions.
Alpha that javelin.
Well, the one behind us?
Yeah, the javelin without a number.
Go after him or keep marching on the catapult?
mean, I don't think that catapult's going to survive this turn either.
I mean,
I don't know.
catapult's pretty
potato,
fresh.
Potato. If you run away from the javelin, he'll probably follow you.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna mess him up. I'm gonna mess him up good.
Okay.
Yeah, right. He's trying
His
to come in.
speed will not save him.
All right, so lots of things fall, destroyed by ejection. Lots of baddies fell.
He blacked out again.
Jen clicked done.
Ooh.
Blacked
Nice.
out
He
in the
clicked that.
swamp.
Yeah,
That's bad.
Yep. And yeah.
Who's blacked out in the
Oh.
swamp? Oh, that guy? Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, that's not good.
No, these guys
So
are
they
shoot-
decided that the Crusader was not as big a threat.
No, they want the Atlas. They want some Atlas.
Well, I hope they miss. I really do hope they miss.
I mean, you've
You're
got some
fine
back
looking
armor.
one, I want you back.
I technically have back armor, yes.
I would like it noted that if the Atlas moves straight towards the Griffin next turn, I cannot be responsible for what will happen to him.
Oh, are you gonna death from above the Atlas?
Thanks, Rifleman.
Of course you are.
No, I will charge him.
Oh,
For being the distraction, no problem.
Appreciate you.
I've never charged
I mean,
anybody
you-
unless it was to knock them off into water or something, knock them off a cliff. I don't know how that would work out.
Yeah. Even those two tanks I was a better target than you, even though you're right in front of them there, Jen.
Right.
They just really wanted solar credit. Well, Jen's inside their minimum range
Oh, yeah, I forgot
because
that.
they're Lermy tanks. All right, Jen, what are you going to murder?
I decided if I twist to try to get the north guy, or if I just go right in front of me.
I would twist and
Definitely
get.
want to twist.
Yeah, if you twist and get the guy to the north, I think you're going to have your best to hits. I mean, see which one's easier to hit. But you'll be able to machine gun the guy to the north easier.
Yeah.
The guy to the north is 94%. And the guy in front of me is 80, so it's like gonna happen.
Bob, why did we leave all this stuff down here alive? Like that Orion and the Javelin.
Because they're all crippled and the Atlas is slow and he'll finish them off. Because these guys are.
I absolutely cannot miss.
And the guy in front of me is 80.
The Atlas.
That prone guy is able to actually fire. Fuck.
Yeah, that surprises me.
Yeah, usually
But
they can't.
whatever. And he is firing with everything, which
Yeah, that's all right. How's he firing prone? He got to get a hell of a penalty to fire prone.
I don't
That
know.
is crazy.
Cooling down the rifleman.
Well, I can twist and shoot him, but that's not a very good to hit.
we note the other one's not firing. Which, I don't know. A lot of weird.
Yeah, well, he's stuck. I mean, he's too busy trying to get himself out to worry about trying to shoot.
So I've got good shots in these tanks. I think I'm just going to fire streaks on this back tank and cool down. Let's see here. You can twist and so Cawthon, you can twist and still shoot the crap out of that prone Orion. So I mean, you can still get shots off. You got 94% to hit him. Do you want to just lay into him, or do you want to? You've got 19s on that catapult, and you've got 19s on the tank, 7% on. So if you want to hit something, you could hit him, or you've also got the stuck guy's 98%. But I think Mr. Snuggles going to finish him off.
The best of hits on that.
On this
guy right there.
Yeah, this prone guy, yeah. So you could fire the streak, save the medium lasers, and still cool off.
Let's do that.
Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, Mad Dog's turn to fire.
Go, man, I'll go. Go, man, I'll go.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's able to shoot so much with his being prone. I thought he could only fire with an arm. I don't know, I guess it's all right.
Maybe he propped himself up on the rubble.
Yeah, I'm sure he propped himself up. I'm just not quite sure how to do that. All right, Mad Dog.
I'm trying to figure my stuff out. Just a moment. Yeah.
Who's runs the Griffin that's drawn Atlas aggro?
That's Vorgath running him right now. That's Solomon's Griffin. But Vorgath is controlling it.
Do you think Solomon would be up for a dual charge with me if that Atlas stays in this direct line between us?
Probably not.
Yes.
Have an Atlas sandwich.
Solomon wouldn't.
But
Vorgath
Vorgath
is
would,
down.
yeah.
Yeah.
For science.
No. Solomon would be all for it.
Probably for
I'm sure.
science, too. Okay. Rod, what are we doing?
Shooting and praying everybody else misses.
You gonna try a torso twist? I don't think it'll make a difference, but
I don't think it would make a difference either, to be honest. I'm just gonna fucking engage this javelin.
Sucks to be him.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if I'm gonna get fucked up, somebody else is too.
I like that philosophy. If you're gonna get one more good alpha, you might as well make it a good one.
Alright, I think that's the best alpha I'm gonna get.
Oh, wow.
Wow, you fucked him pretty hard. You took out his gyro.
Yeah.
All right, so
Nice.
so he took a little bit. Yeah, so you got hit up a little bit by those guys. Catapult hit the rifleman a bit. Got a crit on his shoulder or on his right torso. Ow, rifleman. Solar Kraken got hit by Alarm 5.
Ah, damn it! They hit a heat sink.
Yep.
Yeah, I got that javelin. I definitely got him.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I saw that
Mostly
on the map.
missed.
Right before.
That is a cratered javelin.
Oh
is what
wow,
that is.
Griffin.
Oh shit!
Yeah, Solomon got hit hard by the AC-20.
Ow.
Blew his
Ooh.
left arm off. At least there's nothing on the left arm.
Damn.
Solar Kraken hit
That
something, made the vehicle immobile.
Yay.
Atlas got hurt a little bit more. JP
AC-20
shooting up the... Oh, well, there we go. Yeah, so Atlas... Well, the
pilot drowned.
Yeah, Atlas got taken out by the ammo explosion.
Oops.
Jen shooting up. Yeah, Jen shooting up the. Well, the damage is all simultaneous. Shooting up the catapult. Yeah, machine guns are crit magnets. That's what they're there for. Griffin shooting up the Atlas. Well, he's already going to blow up. I immobilized one of the vehicles. Cawthon took out the gyro engine on the Orion, so he's going to have some problems. He's probably going to fall down. Crusader crusading the catapult. He took a bit of damage. Mr. Snuggles is messing up that other Orion. Ammo explosion on the Javelin. And catapult destroyed by hull breach.
He was in the water.
Oh, because he fell down, and
He
it
fell down in the water.
and it breached his head because his cockpit was exposed, and the pilot drowned. Damn, that's cold. That's cold. That's some cold shit.
Oh.
Breach his cockpit, then knock him into the knock him down in the water, and he drowns. Holy crap!
Here's
That's
my impression of that guy.
that's some cold shit.
Wow, that guy had a horrible death.
Oh man, then he got clawed up by Murlocs.
Not Murlocs, man.
Sounded like
My
a
turn
Murloc.
for physical attacks.
I think the catapult you're going to physical attack is already
No, this is
dead.
for the Orion.
Oh,
I think, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So
Orion
Ryan.
number 2.
Yep. Well, might as well physical attack
Why
him.
are
He's still.
you still alive? Why are you still up? Why are you still conscious? Not anymore. Now it's Rod's turn.
Of course.
Take the bridge, I guess.
I mean, we're not staying here. Fuck it.
I mean, that's true. All right. Well, it blacked out. You destroyed the right leg. Orion fell down. Snuggles took out his leg, and the Orion fell down and blacked out. All right. Vicious says it sounded like Murlocs too.
I was just sitting there at that suggestion, like, oh my god, that's crazy. Why would I do that? It's so evil. And I'm like, wait, this isn't my town. Fuck it.
Oh no!
It's all about priorities, right?
Yeah. Priorities.
Hunts, are we the baddies?
No, that's crazy. We're not bad.
Orion's still on the field.
This is a very tough Orion.
It's merely a flesh wound.
All right, salvage vehicles are showing up this turn. Oh, I finally got a good initiative roll. Right on.
Loot Truck's got horrible initiative rolls, but whatever.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter.
Can you imagine that?
To drive the loot truck.
You gotta drive
I
out
would.
in the middle of the battle to fucking
loot shit.
The loot's here. We've got to get aggressive, guys. Our loot vehicles are here. We can't let them be shot at.
Yeah, the amount of loot you get depends on how many of these guys survive.
I mean, what's
I
left?
don't think
Those
that's going to be an
catapults up
issue.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Although apparently there's still an Orion over here near the Rifleman, but like I feel like the Orions are actually out of the combat at this point.
Yeah.
But
Jen's turn to move.
That Skulker over there to the far left is like
Immobile, stuck, prone. Which Skulker?
He's by the
in the lower left
patch of brown.
Oh, I see him. Yeah.
0735.
Yeah. Well, maybe the loot trucks will get him.
Hopefully, you won't blow up our salvage command tanks.
Yeah, those salvage command tanks are pretty. They're pretty durable.
I mean, they're still fucking vehicles, man.
Yeah, somebody needs to deal with that Skulker, definitely.
You got some good armor, that's for sure.
Go over there and deal with it.
Wow.
I'm sort of messed up. Oops.
Alright, JP's turn to move. JP, you want to go
Away.
be fast and deal with that Skulker? It'll take you a little bit to get there, though.
Orion number 2 is no leg.
Just one no leg or two no legs? If you got two no legs, then we're gonna call him Lieutenant Dan.
He's
I
only
was
got
thinking
one
of jump
leg, but
He's only got one leg. We're called by Eileen.
why Eileen?
Because that's what they do. They lean.
I suppose.
Shit.
If he's Asian, he'd be Irene.
Come on, Eileen.
Fuck me.
Anyway.
All right.
You'll probably have to get a job at IHOP after this.
Oh, Jesus. So, Cawthon, I'm thinking that you and I start heading up to the catapults to help with that, or do we go after the Behemoth Heavy? Well, no, they've got Solar Kraken and Mad Dog over there.
Yeah, we can go straight up. And
Start getting catapults.
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing some damage on him.
Let's see here, 1, 2.
Yeah, you did a number on him.
Come on, Irene. Oh, no, I know you mean.
Jesus.
I'm glad I already ate dinner.
Let's see your one.
Wow, that's cool.
I do that.
Well, IHOP's probably open if you're still hungry.
You can pick up an employment form.
But I have two legs. Why would I hop?
It's not for you, it's for this other guy.
Alright, so I'm just going to start moving on up and...
Maybe that should be the signature of our guys. We chop off one leg for when we capture pilots.
Oh, God.
Nah, I'm good, man.
It's an additional ransom to get the other leg.
Oh, my God. Alright, Vorgas, turn to move. I'll be right back.
I saw this in a movie once. It was Christmas.
So the Capellan, and then he asked to have it dropped on his homeworld, so we do it. And then we decide to chop. And he asked to have the leg dropped on his homeworld, so we do it. Then we decide to chop off an arm, and he asked would we drop this off on his homeworld, and we decide to do it. Then we chop off his other arm, and he asks if we would drop that on his homeworld, and we tell him no, because we think he is trying to escape.
And he would have gotten away with it, too.
Oh, no, the pilot's trying to run away. No, I'm joking.
For those days.
Is anybody going to go deal with that truck, or do I need to go deal with it?
Which truck?
The one in the
I'm going to go deal with it. You don't
Okay.
go deal with it.
All right, I'm going to go I turn the other way and point my good armor. my okay armor, I guess, at this point. Yeah, my okay armor back towards the bad guys.
Oh, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I really don't want to do that.
Cool.
Oh, there we go. He punched out.
Yep.
All right.
Fell
So.
down and punched out.
Oh yeah, a lot of people fell down. All right, right on.
Oh, Mr. Snuggles got stuck.
Well, it happens. Mr. Snuggles gets stuck a lot.
Through the charger.
We're going to change his name to Mr. Struggles.
Only if you get stuck in swamps.
Stuck in swamp.
Which seems to happen a lot in our games.
I mean, like, there comes a point where I just don't care because I'll get a free check to get out and I'll make it and we'll be fine.
All the duns.
Yes, everyone click done. Jen's already clicked done, so you should also click done.
I tried. Come on now.
You did. You got it this time. But now Vorgath needs to click done.
All right. Shooty phase.
Oops.
Solar Crafting's turn to shoot.
I feel not.
Immobile stuck prone. This can't be a very... Let's see here. So he has an engine hit, 2 engine hits, so he's going to be overheating a lot. I'm amazed that I'm the Orion #2. I'm amazed that thing is still functional. I mean, he's missing a leg.
I think that's the one that's unconscious.
Yeah, he's unconscious and he's prone and he's stuck in the mud.
Yeah, he's not missing a leg. He's missing an arm. Torso.
No, he's missing an arm and a leg. Orion #2.
Oh, #2. Yes, you're correct.
Yeah. Rod's getting
because he's missing a leg. We're just gonna ignore him because eventually he'll wake up. He'll try to stand up. He'll fall down. He'll have to punch out.
Yeah, the other guy, the other immobile prone guy, he's missing a torso, and he's prone. He probably needs to beat up a little bit. Rod took a little bit of damage there. Not too bad.
Yeah, it was to his back. It's all fine.
Yeah, it was my back. My front armor is not great either, but hey, you know.
Of course, getting in the water would be bad for you right now.
Yeah, don't
what water? I'm not getting in the water.
Yeah.
Good.
Atlases don't swim. We all know this.
I mean, apparently catapults don't either, but someone forgot to tell him. I didn't want to make the same mistake for our guy.
It's Jen's turn to fire. Can you see anything?
Son of a bit. I can't.
Only one guy. Oh, you might have shots.
Well, you might. You got the immobile prone Orion.
Where?
To your lower right.
Yeah.
Try to shoot at his leg.
Let me sweep his leg.
Yeah, sweep his leg, Jenny.
So to call shot, you'll have to go to more.
Which leg?
Well, he's immobile and prone, so. Oh,
Right,
you
so
like to
they'll give it
sweep his
automatic.
leg, Jenny, instead of
Either
Johnny?
one is fine. I loved that actually.
It just felt natural.
Looks like the left leg is worse off.
Gonna go home in a body bag.
Yeah, if you can target the left leg, that's the weakest leg.
You are the weakest leg.
Let's see.
Bob, they're all shooting at you, bud.
Yeah.
But he moved. Right?
Yeah, I did.
You always move.
Yeah.
And next turn he'll be in the forest.
I didn't think... Well, they need 12s and 8s. It's 12s and 8s, 11s, 9s. I thought I'd be harder to hit than this, but...
That's what she said.
Yeah, this might end up being... This might hurt.
No, she didn't expect to get hit at all.
It was a sexual reference.
Yeah. Oh, it's because I'm up a level. That's why. So they're able to shoot over the forest to nail me. I'm sticking up above. Uh-oh. I got caught and stuck. I didn't realize there was a swamp in that forest. They love hiding swamps in forests. I know, I'm so bad.
Why do you do that?
Because I suck.
I mean, it doesn't matter. You just get unstuck here in a second.
Uh-huh. Which one of us was stuck in that swamp for like 3 or 4 turns?
You were stuck in a swamp for 4 turns? What's wrong with you?
It wasn't me.
Oh, okay.
This is the first time I've ever been in a swamp, and I think it's because I'm not driving.
Yeah, it's exactly because you're not driving. I didn't notice the swamp in the forest there, so it's my bad.
Yeah, I totally noticed the swamp that I jumped into. However, there was also a pilot there, so I was okay with getting in the swamp.
The unconscious stuck pilot.
We need to drain the swamp.
We do.
Yeah.
JP, your turn to fire.
However, I left my crockett at home.
I'm working on it.
I mean, I hope you're working
When you
on it. We
find
should
him.
all be working on getting a new crockett.
When you find him, he's probably be wearing a white sport coat.
Why a white sport coat?
Because Miami Vice.
Oh, right.
All right, so
That crockett.
It's the only one that matters.
No, that wasn't very. That was no. There's no.
I shoot this catapult here.
I mean, it's like Knight Rider, Airwolf, Miami Vice, and no, I'd have to put Magnum.
Yeah,
above
the original
that.
Magnum way better than any of
Way
them.
better. No, I wouldn't say better than the Knight Rider.
Yeah.
You know, the A team better. A team's better.
All right, so Cawthon, as far as stuff you can shoot at.
Yeah. MacGyver's better than all of them, though.
I don't know about that.
A mobile vehicle, you get a 98% on. You've got a 68%
What about
on that.
catapult number 3?
This catapult number 2, you have a 68% on. Catapult number 3 is only 35. Shoot the 68% catapult. It's the same one I'm shooting
Let's
at.
go for that catapult.
All right.
Let's tag team them.
Boop, boop.
I will say this about all those shows. One thing that's just true for every show from that time is they had way too much campy music.
No, the music was the best part.
You know the best.
I mean, no. So the theme songs were fine, but they always
way
had
better than the
music
shit
in the
that
middle of the show.
So the best part about
Like,
Knight
just
Rider,
really-
my favorite part about Knight Rider is that the executive producer was my next door neighbor in New York for a little while, and so he told me about the show that he was like, we're gonna have a new show coming out with a talking car, because I was this little kid at the time, and I thought talking cars were cool, and he said, I'll give you this NBC towel if you watch the show and tell me what you think. So I watched the pilot episode. I told him I thought it was awesome that a car talked and jumped over shit. And so I got
it's basically the General Lee, except
Yeah.
it wasn't racist.
And so the General Lee wasn't racist. It was orange, and I was too young to know what any of that was.
That was a joke, man.
Yeah. I did like the shooting the bow and arrow with the sticks of dynamite on it. But
That was awesome.
that was pretty awesome. But yeah, so that's how I got my NBC towel. I'm not sure where that towel is. It's in the attic somewhere, I think, or it's somewhere.
I
yeah,
thought this was going to go in a whole other direction.
no.
When an older man next door goes, "Hey, little kid."
No, so the next door apartment was an NBC corporate apartment, and so
You like talking cars? Here,
yeah,
let me show you.
so before the NBC, before the Knight Rider guy, Drew Barrymore was actually my next door neighbor back when she was doing ET, and so I mean I didn't know her very well.
Probably
I mean,
was the right age to babysit for you, right?
What? No, she's because Drew Barrymore's like my age.
She was
that young?
She was a little kid.
Yeah, she's a little kid when she did
like,
ET. Yeah.
We're not allowed to fantasize.
But he was
about
really
it
young.
much later.
Yeah, she's like, because Drew Barrymore's like a year older than me, so she's just this little kid, and I didn't know her from nothing until I saw her in ET, and because it was just an NBC corporate apartment. She lived with her grandmother at the time, or an aunt. It was some older lady who's super nice to all of us. So no, she was a very nice person. I mean, I didn't talk to her very much, but because she's always busy. But
I don't have any stories like that. Anytime my neighbors were famous, it's because they were meth heads.
And they got caught.
She's 50 years old now.
Yeah.
Yeah, she. I was a huge Drew Barrymore fan, and then like recently she did something that pissed me off. Like she made a movie during COVID and then apologized for it.
No.
I was like,
I don't follow Drew Barrymore. I mean, I've thought about her in years until just now.
Dude, she's a fucking adorable. Everything she does is adorable.
I know she had a drinking problem.
Solar Kraken hit?
Yeah, Solar Kraken hit something. Hit something
Yeah,
pretty good.
smacked it pretty good.
It did. Damaged his movement. Catapult missed me. Oh, got a glancing blow with a lerm. Oh, that's okay. They missed JP. They're missing me a bunch. Tank hit me a little bit. Oh, but it was just with a lerm, so it's not bad. With the lerm 5, there's no problem.
But you have to admit, like, all of those shows all had badass theme songs. Like, you could play the theme song from Knight Rider right now, and everybody would know what it was. Or at least...
And the theme songs were good. But the problem is they played music during the show that wasn't the theme song.
Because it was the 80s!
It's the 80s, man.
80s is like really campy and dumb.
At the time, it was awesome.
No.
It was, man.
I think I was too young to really care one way or the other. And I hit the catapult.
Oh, we didn't know
Coffin
better.
hit the
Didn't
catapult.
have any alternatives.
Crew stunned on that wheeled vehicle. Looks like Vorgath hit the catapult and the Orion, and Atlas shot the behemoth
what's on
tank.
television now?
What's
not
what?
very much good
Mad
shit.
Dog
There's not
is
very much
taking
good
that
shit
out.
on television now.
I haven't had TV service in years. Catapult fall down.
But I would say, like, at the time that I quit watching TV shows were great.
There's
consistently much better than they have been in the decades previously.
Yeah, I haven't had cable TV since like Stargate was on the Sci-Fi Channel.
There's a show on called Mobland that's pretty fucking dope. It's got Tom Hardy and who's the guy from Remington Steele?
Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah,
Who?
Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah, Pierce Brosnan is cool. Yeah.
Oh, he is. I've never been a huge Pierce Brosnan fan, but he is fucking.
I thought he was one of the better James Bonds.
He's hot.
This is the best thing he's ever done.
What movie is this?
It's a television show called Mobland.
Mobland?
Yeah.
I've not heard of that.
JP
It's
clicked
got-
done.
Tom Hardy doesn't make anything bad except for Venom, and that wasn't too bad.
That wasn't his fault. He had to go with the script.
Yeah.
Vorgath?
Yep, Vorgath.
And he's supposed to be bringing out a second season of Taboo.
Vorgath.
Which was dope. But Mobland's really good.
He's gonna make a second season of Taboo. All right, damn.
Oh, Vorgath.
That's what I heard.
There we go.
There we go. How's the initiative? Loot trucks
that
have
was
bad initiatives.
The
Then
coolest thing Tom
Capellans.
Hardy's ever done. He would come out in that fucking coat with that hat, and he'd be like, "I've got a use for you."
Oh, he's going. That guy's going for the loot truck.
When you guys were talking about the 80s theme songs, what do you think probably would you say is the number 1 cartoon theme song from the 80s?
Robotech.
G.I. Joe has probably got the most memorable.
Robotech.
Yeah.
Oh no, Thundercats was a pretty popular one too.
Thundercats is okay.
Thundercats. But have you tried to go back and watch those old cartoons?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant
Yeah, but those TMNT was in the 90s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, that was 80s.
He-Man.
I
liked the little. We're go.
90s was Spider-Man and X-Men.
So Teenage Mutant Ninja. Oh, you're right. 1987. 1987. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, the original Transformers wasn't bad.
Transformers. Okay. Yeah.
Meets the eyes.
So when I was a kid, we watched the Transformers movie, the one with Hot Rod, and we saw that in some like really seedy movie theater in Times Square. It was like full of gangbangers, and everybody was just like cheering and screaming, and it was like the most awesome experience ever.
You just described every scene from The Last Dragon.
The Last Dragon was awesome. Let's see, 1, 2.
I mean, you had breakdancers, blaxploitation. You had Vanity, who was hot still. If she was alive, she'd probably still be hot. I was talking about her the other day, and then I found out she died, and it really depressed me.
Well, that sucks. This guy jumped. I kind of want to jump and engage that catapult here. My armor's surprisingly good. I'm gonna.
He's in the water, right?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna. I'm just gonna be really aggressive because I'm probably one of the freshest mechs right now. And then Cawthon, what do you? You got unstuck.
I'm gonna jump in those woods right there, across from that catapult, and shoot him in the side.
1, 2, 3, 4. You don't have enough jump juice to get there.
That's not good.
You can get right up to the woods.
Yeah, let's try it.
If you run, or you can. Let me check your range on your. So you'll be in medium range. You might as well just walk and have the better to hit, because you're not gonna get. And then you could jump into the woods next turn.
Or you can just run me straight north.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Keep distance between me and that behemoth tank, and take a shot on that catapult.
Yeah.
Just get me as far as you can.
So you want to run or you want to walk?
Are you running?
So walking will get you here, and you'll have better to hits. Running, I can get you up to here, and you'll be one harder to hit, but one harder to be hit also.
Let's just walk and
just
make
light
sure
them up.
Kill something.
All right.
Yeah, light them up.
All right, JP, your turn. Yeah, if you guys want to move up and be aggressive, this is the turn to do it, because Cawthon and I are going to draw fire, hopefully. Although Solomon's beat up. Oh wow, that Griffin is not a happy Griffin. Good thing all of his stuff is in his right torso. Yeah, I think
Maybe
Solomon needs to
back off.
We're getting some woods.
I'll move him there. Don't worry.
How's Vorgath doing? Vorgath's looking a little beat up. Ooh, Vorgath's a little beat up too.
I lost a
heat
sink.
sink. Yeah.
I like how when we drive other people's mechs, we're just like aggressive.
I am always cautious when I drive other people's mechs.
Let's blow this thing up. Drive it like
I
you
am
don't know
always just as cautious as I am with my own mechs with
Which
anyone
is
else's mech.
not cautious at all.
Well,
which is
I
not
wouldn't
cautious.
go that
You are
far.
not even a little bit cautious.
I never DFA.
But that's just insane. You're not crazy, but you're not cautious.
I don't turn it to 11.
Just 10
But
and a
that's
half.
where the fun is.
You stop at 10 and a half.
Are you questioning Grandpa Steiner's city?
No, I'm not questioning it at all. I'm saying it's wrong.
I was asking Bob. He's the one that said it was insane. And I'm like, are you questioning his sanity?
There's no question, man. No question at all.
Good. I thought I'd established that.
Jen could jump up next to that catapult number 2. At this point, everyone's engaged enough. You probably won't have too many things firing at you.
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna go after whatever's the easiest to hit, probably. But
yeah, but I mean, she'll be inside so many things Lerm range.
Do you guys remember the Silverhawks?
So Jen could make it to this heavy woods right here.
I never saw that show.
But she could be adjacent to that catapult number 2.
Yeah, but she's tiny. Her kick damage doesn't do that much.
It's significant, and it would knock it down.
I mean, yeah, you could jump it. Yeah, you could.
Kick damage knocks people over.
All right. I mean, you could also jump into these heavy woods here, or move into the heavy woods there and kick him. He'll be able to. You're a big girl. You can.
A Flea's kick damage and an Atlas kick damage has the same chance to knock someone over.
That's just not right.
Yeah.
Actually, an Atlas might have the chance to knock someone over twice.
Yeah.
But
I'm going to mute myself for a little bit here. I want to check out this story. Apparently, they managed to catch Boulder, the guy that did the shooting up in Minnesota.
Okay.
Really? Okay.
I think there is something really wonky about that because that dude was wearing a fucking mask. How do we even know that's really him?
Well, I'm gonna go
DNA,
check out
fingerprint.
I thought he was wearing a police uniform or something.
With a latex mask on, dude. It was creepy. So
what?
They just happen to know that he's got no King's flyers in the back of his car. They know They don't normally release the suspect's name before they catch him. It's just really fucking weird. This whole situation is highly suspect.
Yeah. Well, that's...
Rod Todd.
You know, whenever you have a billionaire openly funding a protest movement, I'm always suspicious of the motivations.
Let me reconnect and see if it fixes it.
Okay.
Sure.
There we go. Yep. No, I knew it was probably my turn because I thought my stuff popped up, and then I was like, that's weird. It didn't actually let me do anything. There we go. Okay.
Mad Dog's turn to move.
I think I know where I want to go.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
what
we
about
have a war between Iran and Israel? And
what are you gonna do with Snuggles?
Netanyahu's like, hey guys, trust me, you guys should get in another war with another Middle Eastern country.
I mean, it's not like they haven't been at war with them to begin with.
It's just the same playbook. Remember Iraq? They've got weapons of mass destruction, U.S. You really need to do this.
My bigger concern is that we always seem to lose these wars, and I'd like to maybe win one for a change. If we're gonna spend all this money and get all these people killed, then maybe we ought to actually win for a change. And
Bob, it's not because we can't. They won't let us.
Oh, I know.
Our leadership does not let you win wars. They knew where ISIS was for 5 fucking years. and they didn't do anything.
Oh yeah. It's
That's
all
why-
about the money grab and destabilizing the world.
That's why the regime changed.
Everyone
and
clicking
then,
done.
Boom, right?
Yeah.
It's done.
Those catapults are having a bad day.
These people have figured out it's a lot more profitable to keep war going.
Oh yeah. Well, and also it's easy to steal stuff during a war because you just like, oh, I don't know where that got blown up. I didn't steal it.
and they can just like send money to themselves.
Yeah.
It's like, hey. That's why when they were doing that
Solar
Doge
Kraken's
audit,
turn
like,
to fire.
hundreds of millions of dollars just sent places, and they have no
Oh, yeah.
receipts for where it was going.
Without a doubt. No, I mean that's exactly the. Well, one of my I knew somebody in Ukrainian logistics, and she was telling me that like 90% of the stuff that gets sent to Ukraine never makes it to the front line because it gets either blown up by the Russians or stolen, and they have no way of telling which got stolen or which got blown up, because enough stuff gets blown up is the perfect crime.
And then it's suddenly like being used to attack Israel.
Yeah. What do we want to blow up? I think catapult in the water. That's right. So, 98% chance to hit. Fire, 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 fire.
That'll do.
You wanna also fire at the 94% chance to hit. Fire, 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 fire. He's gonna have a really bad day. Is JP in the water with the catapult? Of course he is. Why wouldn't
that way?
Why wouldn't
Did JP DFA?
He did.
Oh my
I was
God.
hoping to land behind.
Well, and if JP knocks him over after we breach anything, that catapult's gonna have a really bad day. Just hopefully JP doesn't get breached.
I mean,
well, his
he's
armor's fresh.
He's going to
so.
be taking enough damage. He's probably going to get knocked over regardless, just from quantity of damage done.
We need to get one of those like crane tanks to go lift his mech out of the water after he screws up a DFA in the water.
Wow.
Just bring along
that would suck.
bring along a JP recovery vehicle.
It's a couple helicopters, a couple giant magnets.
You know what the JP recovery vehicle is? It's a second Phoenix Hawk.
No, what if we just attach a cable from him to the Atlas, and then he could just wrench him out of there like a giant pulley?
Well, I mean,
Jen's turn
that's
to
what
fire.
recovery vehicles are.
Actually, I saw a really cool. I was watching a video showing it's a big naval support ship that reloads the vertical launch tubes on our various attack destroyers and stuff. Just has it's just a ship full of missiles and a big crane, and so they go park in a port somewhere where the water's calm, and they just start feeding the destroyer new missiles. I thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah, just giant paper cow tube they drop them.
Hey, Murdoch. Thanks for joining us. All is going very well, depending on how JP's death from above works out. Hopefully, he doesn't end up like the drowned catapult down here.
Or the other drowned catapult.
Or the other drowned catapult. I'm not sure where it went. No, we only have.
Well, I mean, there's only one drowned so far, but here in about 6 seconds,
it's going to be another drowned catapult. Hopefully, Jen's turn to fire.
Does Jen go pew 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 or zap zap zap?
She does a. She's more. I think she's got lasers and missiles and machine guns. So it's more like a pew swish daka daka daka. At least that's how I envision it.
Seems fair.
Brr.
Yeah, brr.
Are you awake, Jen?
Done.
She just has a lot of machine guns to allocate.
All the machine guns.
All right, Rod's turn to Atlas.
Is anything in range?
Yes.
Hey, that song I just sent you, Bob, is the song of the summer. You have to listen to it.
The song of the summer. Let me take a look.
Yeah.
Is this something I can?
I wouldn't play it on air.
All I see is that
I
it
wouldn't
was
even
Father.
mention it.
All I see is that it
I
was
wouldn't even
Father. Where did you send it to me on?
on your text.
Oh, you texted it to me.
Yeah, don't play it on your stream.
That good?
Play it after
It's
the
that
stream.
good.
All right. You should probably. Oh, hey, Maddie.
I'll send it to you, Bob.
Yeah, send it
Yeah,
to
I'll
me
send
on.
it to you,
Yeah,
Maddie.
send it to me on Discord because that'll be the. Because I don't internet on my phone.
The computer guy doesn't internet on his phone.
I do as little with technology as I can because by the end of the day,
Post
the
the
last thing I want to do
streams.
is even see a computer.
Just like porn stars are worried about STDs, he's worried about viruses.
Yeah.
Go, kitty.
You go now. You go outside. We're not gonna go play.
Old
Oh,
Chitty
let's
Chevy.
see.
All right, let's see what we got here. We got a lot of people missing each other, especially the bad guys. Of course, I got clipped by a no. That's Cawthon got clipped by a Lerm. Not too bad, 9 damage. The Solar Kraken got hit a little bit by a
I got
Lerm,
tickled.
5-4 damage. Yeah, he got tickled, and then Cawthon got tickled some more. Nightstar got tickled some more.
Yeah.
Oh, look. Solar Kraken hit something again. 2,000 Malibu. Yeah, it's more than
Why were
20.
you shooting at a 2000 Malibu?
No, one of the guys in chat's telling me is about his old Chevy. Yeah, I guess technically it's 25 years old, so it's a collector now. Man, I kind of wish I still had my 86 Chevy, but that thing's so rusted out. But yeah, so Solar Kraken actually hit something. And then I'm hitting the catapult a lot.
Did catapult number 4 explode?
Oh, yeah, he exploded.
Okay.
So we don't get to drown. We don't get to drown the. Well, destroyed by ejection. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna. That one got exploded.
An ammo exploding.
Yeah,
Okay.
they are exploding. Tank is having a bad day. All right.
All the ammo.
You had a bad day.
And all the duns.
Oh shit! My company Van's almost eligible for being a collector because it's a 2001. One more year.
Collector of what?
A collector's vehicle.
Yeah, anything 25 years or
Yeah.
older is considered a collectible when it comes to vehicles.
I'm a collectible.
And then
Oh,
what?
you
Anything
said
50
that.
years or older is an antique. Is that how it works?
I'm an antique crap.
Hey, some of us resemble that remark.
Yeah.
Yeah. That mean I'm a collectible now? Shit.
My will to live is a collectible vehicle now.
Mad Dog's turn for physical attacks.
Now, I'm in the antique category.
I got 5 years until my depression's antique.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, oh yeah.
JP
Yeah,
fall
we're
down.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. He's in the water, isn't he?
Yeah. He has no breach. Okay.
Death row deals no damage to target has been destroyed. Oh, that's
breach.
Yeah, I watched the video there, and I have to tell
Yeah,
you,
my friend had an Impala.
either Boulder had something else in mind, or he was a complete dumbass.
Well, I mean,
Well,
a lot
no,
of...
he's a criminal. He's done that.
Yeah, guess where they caught him? He owned land in a rural county away from Minneapolis. Guess where they found him hiding out?
On his land.
At his fucking house
Very
on his land.
It's very convenient.
And when they they got an idea where he was at because the car he managed to get a hold of to try to get out to that house, he ended up having a flat tire, and apparently there wasn't any spare in it. So he left it abandoned on a nearby road, and he also left his cowboy hat laying there. And so they went out to check the house, and apparently he saw
Some people are just dumb.
Nobody leaves their cowboy hat behind.
Yeah, and they caught him by flying drones and flew drones over around the surrounding fields, and he was crawling on his stomach through the dirt in the field trying to get away. and they caught him.
Everybody knows that smart criminals just run for office. That's the easiest way to be a criminal.
And then when you get caught, you just say everyone around you is anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
Click done.
Done.
And on top of this, Epstein killed himself. Osama bin Laden killed himself, and then threw himself into an ocean before he could be taken back to America. And that guy shot himself in the back of the head. And Hillary
twice.
And then jumped in front of a train afterwards. All right, so this catapult already moved. How hot am I? I am a little bit hot.
I'd say you're about a 6 or a 7.
I was going to say a 1 or 2.
According to MegaMek, I'm an 8. Oh, baby. I think I'm going to go...
In Australia, it'd be a 9.
Yeah, because they love that American accent, apparently.
No, it's because there's like 1 man to every 3 women.
Because the men keep getting eaten by crocodiles? Is that Maddie's secret?
Whatever works, bro. Whatever works.
Or stingrays.
I'd be tempted to jump over here, but I don't...
Don't diss the national icon. Accidents happen.
I'm not saying I liked it.
Yeah, if you're going to grab that pilot, probably need to do it sooner than later because he's probably going to be off the board in 3 turns.
So, Cawthon, you may want to jump into these woods. Let's see if you can. So you could try and jump into woods here and start, pounding that catapult if you want. Because your armor's a little bit beat up, so I don't know how much you want to stay out in the open.
Do it.
What do you think, Cawthon?
Oh wow, you got me pretty hurt, man.
They shot at both of us. They just happened to hit you a little more than they hit me.
Okay.
So I'm gonna jump in on that catapult, unless you want to go on in also. But I think probably get in the woods and play it a little safe.
Yeah, just play a little safe.
I would say the total damage you have together is probably less than the damage that Rod has.
I've taken a hit or 2. This is correct.
JP's turn to move.
I think our Griffin, though, got beat up the worst so far.
Just not even get...
lost a dead arm anyway. Not a big deal.
And thankfully, JP is not drowned, so, he's got that going for him.
Yeah, really.
He took pretty much no damage previously, so... If you're going to go in the water, at least go in with intact armor.
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds crazy. I want to feel the water beneath my toes.
Man, yeah, if your mech's AC goes out, then you start taking pilot damage every time you have a positive heat.
Who's in the water? My ass in the sand.
But yeah, unlike the Capella, his cockpit glass isn't made out of saran wrap.
Yeah.
Okay. Solar Kraken's turn.
Cigars and a mini bar in the in the mech. I mean,
that behemoth's got
I
super
keep a
messed
mini
up.
fridge in my mech.
I keep a heater in my Mac.
Yeah. I use the fusion
Built-in
reactor to
feature.
heat up my hot chocolate and instant soup. My coffee is always warm.
Heat sink. Just a,
It ain't
flat
directly
copper
on the
heat
engine
sink.
case.
You just don't sit right on the nuclear reactor.
Yeah.
No, he pumps coolant out of it through a little heat sink that has a flat top, and that's his little.
Vorgast's turn to move.
Just have a little bit of iodine in your salt, and you're fine with the.
Yeah, we just got that one little tank down here that has to. This SRM tank is pretty fresh, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those salvage units don't shoot very well.
Well, it's not their job. Plus, they've got.
They got a lot of weapons. They haven't killed it.
Well,
your kids are gonna have.
I like the confidence that there will be kids.
I'm not saying you're going to be there to raise them. I'm just saying you're going to have them.
You're just going to stop and give a donation and keep on going.
Probably
I think Mad Dog would make a very unique and interesting father figure for somebody's life.
Of course he would. He's just doing death from above.
He'd be like, "This is how you."
No, that's not me.
Yeah, that's JP.
Yeah, I gotta wonder with all the oddities surrounding that shooting up there and the people involved. Yeah, I gotta wonder if Mr. Boulder is going to have a little accident before anybody gets a chance to really question him there.
I mean, something don't add up, and he works for Tim Walls, you know.
Did they confirm that?
Little thing.
Yeah, dude, he served on one of his committees or whatever.
Oh no shit!
And
that's gonna get Tim in some
his
trouble.
His wife worked for Walls when he was a U.S. congressman.
Because the politicians that died or that got shot up were they were voting
Democrats.
against. Yeah, they're Democrats who voted against him, right?
Yeah.
On the immigration thing.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, somebody asked me on one of the other Discord servers there today, said, talk about it, said, well, do you think Tim Walls would actually be capable of ordering somebody's assassination? And I said, well, look at the record this guy's got. He let BLM burn down half of Minneapolis with God knows how many people that died as a consequence of it. And by his wife's own admissions, they were sitting there with the windows open, enjoying the smell of burning tires.
I don't know why I don't know why she would have said that, because that's a really dumb thing to admit to, because that's not going to play well.
We know that he abandoned his unit.
Orion fell.
Let them deploy. And fucking got out of the military early so he didn't have to go to war.
Yeah. Now, I'll reserve judgment to where I wouldn't put it past Walls.
Do you know he got fired from being a fucking teacher because he was implicated in
Vorgast's turn to click done. Yeah. I just don't know why I don't know why Kamala would have chosen him to be your VP, because he's kind of a dipshit.
Because she thought he would carry Minnesota.
Yeah, that's a good point. He'd be controllable.
But whether he was capable of ordering something like that, I don't know. But I think he's certainly capable of, shall we say, just following orders from someone else.
Jen, click done.
So Murdoch is saying in chat that he's gonna start up a mech company, mech mercenary company with a blackjack and hookers. So I'm telling you should call it Murdoch and his working girls.
Back in the 60s and 70s and 80s, the way that they controlled people, where they would be like, we have pictures of gay stuff, or we have pictures of you cheating on your wife. And now, that's just like everybody's doing that, right? There's
Who do you want to
like,
shoot at,
it's
Colin?
cool to be gay. Everybody.
Catapult 89% chance to hit.
Yeah, let's take it.
Okay.
So now everybody, it's like cool to be gay, you know, and nobody cares if everybody gets divorced now, right? So how are you going to get dirt on somebody? They have to go deeper, right? It has to be more.
They have to find a bigger dipshit to keep them under control.
No, they have to find something even more fucked up for them to do to have dirt on them. That's why there's all this like pedophile stuff going on.
Oh, that's a good point. Epstein keep people under control.
Exactly. And P. Diddy.
AP's turn to fire.
Seems to be patterns. And then we know that Tim Walz was implicated in that that pedophile thing when he got fired from that school.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I need to make sure my door's unlocked for when Andrew gets here, so give me just a minute.
I bet that's
Solar
what they
Kraken's
said,
turn to
but,
fire.
They were like, honey, did you order a pizza? I think it's a police officer outside.
Borgas, turn to fire.
Ah, you stupid game.
Mad Dog's turn to fire.
Thank you.
But yeah, it's kind of strange. I mean, there yesterday morning, as far as first word come out about that, I mean, it was national news, and they were blasting it all over every major network and all over the media. But then when the details started to come out about it, then I get up this morning, the only media was still covering it were the local stations up in Minnesota and some guys on YouTube. It's like mainstream media, it was like crickets, like, we don't want to talk about it now.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
I mean, microwave attention span.
Yep.
That's what they do. They if like they have so many scandals that, you know, that's 3 scandals ago. You know, it's hard for people to fucking keep up with it because they have low attention spans.
Yeah, back when I was a kid, they called it having the memory of a goldfish. You know.
They still call it that, bro.
Goldfish are actually pretty smart. They proved it on MythBusters.
Yeah,
They did. They taught a goldfish to navigate a maze on MythBusters. They are a lot smarter than people give them credit for.
Go to your bed.
I'd say goldfish are a lot smarter than your average college graduate these days.
Good doggy.
What do they have? What do they have their degrees in?
Eating
I'm
food
back.
and blowing bubbles.
Rod's turn to fire.
You can get a fucking degree in like pop music or something, you know.
I want to get a degree in conversational Klingon.
Probably.
Very interesting.
Oh, shit. The Detroit salvage tank shot the piss out of that little SRM mobile and blew it up.
Someone needs to
Fuck.
finally hit it.
Yeah,
God damn.
he nailed it with everything. Both the
Well, they
tanks.
both got that.
Yeah, they just like, fuck you, and just hit it. All right, catapult.
I'm surprised they didn't just throw it in reverse and just
Catapult
back up
shot
over.
I
JP.
know. Or
Solar Kraken got tickled a little bit.
a little bit more
JP got
today.
tickled some more. Solar Kraken got tickled some more. They shot coughing up a little bit. JP's getting shot at some more. Looks like I hit the catapult and got his jump jets, and I pulled a gen and got an ammo explosion.
Yay!
And then Cawthon shot up some more and destroyed it even harder. And then, look at Solar Kraken hitting things and immobilizing the Behemoth Heavy Tank. Look at that. See, your bad rolling streak is over. Solomon hits the catapult.
Nice.
Pilot destroyed by damage.
We don't have to worry about the Behemoth. It's not a problem anymore.
Did you glancing blow the pilot? It's a Capellan, whatever.
Did.
All right. A little grazing hit with a PPC. They never found the body. But I just nicked his ear a little bit.
What pilot? All I see is carbon.
What pilot? It was the dropship explosion.
I like that.
Crusader hits. Mr. Snuggles hits.
Take 2 damage to man.
Jen is shooting him up. Atlas is atlasing the... Well, he's destroyed by fuel explosion. And JP didn't fall down.
Nice.
And we're clicking done.
And we're clicking
we
done.
We are clicking done. Everyone is clicking done.
And do we have melee attacks? We do.
Yeah.
We do have melee attacks. And that Behemoth is
the
super
APC.
dead. I murdered the crap out of it.
Good job.
Yeah.
I made him so he couldn't run away, and you blew him up.
Yeah.
Well, I made sure he also couldn't run away. And then I also blew him up.
Jen's turn to kick the pilot. I mean to...
Is everything dead except for that one little heavy-wheeled unit?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's very much cleanup at this point, where we're just trying to fucking...
And the Orion down, the stuck immobilized.
They're standing. JP standing on a vehicle. We've got some pilots to pick up. I think we're just gonna let that Orion.
Do you want me to victory it, or do you guys want to go and finish up all the details?
Let's just victory it.
Okay.
Yeah, we good. Like, we very clearly won this.
Oh yeah,
we suffered no casualties. They're dead and dying. We got them.
All right.
Or is it the Griffin shorted an arm or something?
Griffin got hurt pretty bad, but you guys, we'll fix him up.
Short a torso.
Yeah, but lucky he didn't lose anything important.
It was the empty torso that didn't have anything in it.
So
Jen, physical attacks still need to finish out the turn.
What the heck? I already did.
There we go.
I decided not to.
Okay.
You didn't kill that guy. Oh well.
Because every time I do, crap.
The more duns.
It's okay, Jen. We love you even when your feet are dirty.
Wow.
That sounded a lot better in my head than it came out.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Or rather, that sounded a lot less bad in my head. So,
unfortunately, the genie is now out of the bottle. That cannot be unfed.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Now.
Oh, my God. Yeah. All right. Everybody click done.
I got 2 kills today. Yeah.
There we go. We controlled the battlefield.
Why do I have a -1? What does that mean?
That's just your team. Your team -1.
Ah.
Well, team 1.
No,
probably because
you're negative.
Because you got kicked off and had to restart. That's probably why it's doing that.
Yeah.
Sounds like a bad friend or something. And they're like, you're negative.
I mean, that's not wrong, but
okay.
Alrighty then.
Oh, I can't believe this mess. That one guy that was basically Boulder's roommate in the one house he had in Minneapolis that he stayed at from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they interviewed the guy, and everybody was saying, "Oh, well, his best friend that lived in Minneapolis with him claims he really liked Trump and voted for him, so he was a Trump supporter that went out and killed these people." I'm like, "Oh dear God."
I just assume that all of it's bullshit anyway, so I don't worry about it too much.
Oh yeah,
He worked for Tim Walz.
What they found out since, people are already saying it's pretty obvious his best friend was lying to try to help cover his friggin' tracks there.
Yeah, I mean,
If somebody was a hardcore Democrat who believed in it enough to work for Tim Walz, who is the lamest piece of shit on the planet. I mean, at least Barack Obama was cool.
it would be like a Republican trying to work for Adam Kinzinger or one of those dipshits.
And so, who would your best friend like? Would you be best friends with somebody that was like a Trump supporter?
Well, I saw part of the interview with his supposed best friend that stayed in that house in Minneapolis. That guy looked like he hadn't had a job in quite a while, and for my money, he's probably a meth head as well.
Well, I mean, one of the things that I've come to learn is that the bad people who don't want to get their hands dirty usually hire really dumb people to do the dumb shit. That way, when the dumb people get caught, they still, they're too dumb to know enough to get the bad people in trouble. I mean, this is why ISIS would hire recruit all the mentally disabled people on the internet to do their stuff, or when the FBI tried to do that little setup about the fake Gretchen Whitmer category, kidnapping, they hired a bunch of, really dumb hillbillies.
Yeah.
So they always hire really dumb people to do it.
One of the things that they do, though, like in the communist playbook, like Saul Alinsky Rules for Radicals, is they blame you for shit that they're doing.
Well, yeah, because it works.
And that way, like, you go, but wait, no, you did that, and they're like, no, you're just saying that because you know what I'm saying? It's like they accuse somebody of being a Russian asset, but they're taking money from the Russians. Or they're taking money from the Chinese, so they blame you for taking money from the Chinese. They kill 2 senators, and then they blame you for doing it.
Yeah, his roommate didn't look like the brightest bulb on the marquee. And how did his roommate know that Boulder wasn't feeding him a line of bull? Because he knew that guy was going to get interviewed by the media, and have him feed him a line of bullshit to try to throw everything off there.
Well,
and we don't. And what's weird is, like, if you look at the pictures of the dude on, like, because there's a camera, like, footage of him showing up at these people's house, right? Knocking on the door in the police uniform, and he's got a fucking latex mask on. Right? Yep. Not like a latex mask like you from, like,
So how do we even know that that's the guy?
Exactly, and
fingerprints. I don't know. Anyway, so
but listen,
next week,
it's not just any kind of fucking mask. It's like a sophisticated looking fucking like.
Oh, so this wasn't like a Halloween costume mask. It was actually like a Hollywood style.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they put some effort into it. So real quick. So next week, it'll be kind of escaping with the loot. So you'll have to escort the loot trucks through some awful place that I'll devise while you're getting pursued and needing to get away. It'll be something like that. So that's going to be the plan. And then after you guys get back with all the loot, Then after that, you should be able to start getting access to double heat sinks, which will be pretty awesome.
Cool. And XL engines, right?
Nope, y'all don't have XL engines yet. I mean,
those weren't down in the thing.
No, the Comstar
Under
wasn't.
the mountain?
Nope.
Anyway,
We haven't got back to that building yet.
Yeah, you guys still haven't really dug too far deep in that building. Actually, what I'm kind of tempted to do, well, I haven't.
Look at that mask in general.
One of the things I want to do is I want to make an inside the mountain area that people can, to try. What are you doing, Tiny Dog? I want to try and create an underground map. I haven't figured out quite how I want to do that yet.
It looks kind of fake.
But
yeah, it's creepy as fuck, isn't it?
What do you post it in general chat or?
Yeah.
Let me go pull this up and see what this is.
This is like fucking.
What the fuck? That doesn't. Yeah, I mean, at a quick glance, this does not look like a
real person.
Wow.
Well, it doesn't look like a mask, but it doesn't look like a person. It looks.
Men in Black.
It's definitely not climbing out of that unnatural valley.
Yeah, that's
uncanny valley.
That looks kind of that looks kind of creepy.
Yeah.
All right.
So
definitely creepy. Well, all I know is that something doesn't add up with all that. That's some weird shit. That's definitely setting off my weird shit-o-meter alarm. So.
Didn't he work for Tim Wolf's or something nuts?
That's what they're saying, but then again, I don't know how much I believe any of this stuff either. So I mean, it's like, I'm so skeptical about everything I hear at this point because so much of it turns out to be bullshit.
Well, the guy that they're saying he is definitely worked for Tim.
Yeah, the guy that they're the guy that they're saying definitely worked for Tim. Yeah, I agree. How do you know it's him? I mean, if they're going to put that level of effort into, because here's the other thing, that's not the kind of latex mask that you put on yourself. You need somebody else doing it.
That's like some weird CIA bullshit.
I mean, it could be. That could have been like a professional hit, and then they blamed some idiot on it. Hey, what's up? Hey, Andrew. Come hang out. We're just wrapping up our Battletech game.
And he had a police SUV and a police uniform.
And these were like real police stuff, not like something doctored up to look like it, right?
It's not exactly.
Or we don't know yet.
But it's very close.
Here, Tiny Dog, get down. Get down.
I mean, you can buy.
I don't want her on that. She's gonna tear. Get down. Get down.
Like you can buy military uniforms if you know where to buy them.
Yeah, you can buy ex-police vehicles as well. We saw them all the time.
I'm just saying this was a lot of effort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I got mad and I ran out to do this. This is.
Oh my God.
Planning went into it.
This is awful, Maddie. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna pull this up. You guys need to. What Maddie just posted. That's. We'll call her and find out. I'm gonna have to get going. So happy Father's Day, everybody who's a father, and even if you're not. And Father's Day card workbirds. That's odd. The looter skipped this one. Oh my goodness.
That's an old one.
That's bad. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I got to take care of some real life stuff. Thank you very much, everybody who's watching. Thanks for everybody who's playing. We'll do this again next week, and then we'll just go from there. So I will see everybody later. All right.
See you later.
Good night, guys. All right. Bye-bye.
Good night. Check that one out, man.